Welcome to the Atlaran Adventuring Company. This is the world of Atlaran. Beyond the Forgotten Realms and perhaps not far from Exandria, Atlaran and her two-moon sky have seen leviathans, dissolutions, divine gates, and calamities. And that's only the last 5,000 years. Perhaps most distinct for her scars, Atlaran is host to a number of sacred or cursed sites, depending on whether you ask Bahamut or Asmodeus. Or perhaps you'll ask the old Balin gods, whom the world herself and her moons and star are named after. These places, like Mount Gear, the Manamarig meteor, Drozdana, the Dawn Deep Trench, the Shattered Continent, the Greenhall Sea, the entirety of Garrett Eldathos, they all play parts in the world's fate. But it's the people that truly shape it. And every so often, little windows of time, short glimpses into exceptional people's lives, are plucked from the midst of the chaotic centuries, and we call them stories. They're not always epics of heroism and bravery. Quite the contrary. Every hero was once a bumbling fool, or a selfish mercenary looking to make a platinum. Or, in most cases, both. And that brings us to our particular window in time, following in the footsteps of a scorned bard and her unlikely lone wolf companion. Or perhaps lone coyote is more apt.
Marin Veneer, a half-elven fighter with a love of freedom and gunpowder, and a former bard relearning her musical skills. Marin was the daughter to a frail sun-elf laundress who passed away when she was still young. Left to care for her half-sister Sylvie alone, Marin grew up far too fast. In her desperation to keep her sister from starving, Marin accepted help from the Alteras, and was lured into their poisonous web of abuse, theft, and murder. Forced to kill and torture often those unsuspecting and even undeserving. Eventually, Marin dared to question her adoptive father Alistair, and was slaughtered on the spot by her brothers just before she was 18. Sylvie was left to flee alone, but 10 years later, Marin awoke, revived by the Heidling cult. Sickly but determined, she recovered thanks to powerful magics and the apparent interest of Cynthia Moore, mother of the new king of the Arbiters, Silas Moore III. And, by Cynthia's order, Marin was given as a gift to Silas in the hopes that she would become his subservient partner, a suitable wife that would not question the Moore family thanks to her debt to them. Marin, however, had the spark of rebellion in her soul by then, and wasn't about to be controlled again. When Silas proved he supported her in the freedom of those crushed by the Arbiters, Marin reluctantly fell in love. Now with her fiancé at her back and the work to be done, Marin is ready for the long road ahead. She'll make sure no one suffers under the boot of the Arbiters or the Heidling cult ever again.
Kit, just Kit, a shifter, or elucier, of the Coyote Totem and mildly devout cleric of Savros, the Balin god of mischief and wanderers. Originally hailing from Amnoblin as part of a group of natives called the Manamarig and Dhulmarig, Kit's people have always been harassed by the Skoll, or outsiders who seek to take their ancestral lands and waters. Kit's particular tribe was attacked when he was young, rendering himself and his brother Ren orphans, and forcing their tribe to flee their home continent altogether. They found refuge in Iroquel, but struggled to adjust to the change from subarctic to equatorial desert. Trusting in the sacred Mount Gear, heart of the world, to watch over them, Kit's people settled in the northern savannas. But Kit never settled. Aimlessly causing trouble to Skoll and taking mercenary contracts to send money home since he was 15, Kit has become a person of interest to the Guild of Wardens, enforcers who help keep the common laws. Thanks to Dana Fioris, a former troublemaking comrade who eventually went straight and became a warden herself, Kit has quite the dossier with the wardens, and rarely struggles to find work at their guild. And now, alongside Sylvie, Kit has his own scores to settle with the Arbiters, though breaking apart an organization of kidnappers and slavers would be reason enough to destroy them. And we're back, everybody.
Yo, what up?
We're back for the third time.
Welcome to this now intentionally longer stream.
Aha.
Really? You gotta? It's 9:30.
People,
It's a ghost.
are they just clomping around, or?
Yeah, they're clomping around the upstairs hallway.
They're tap dancing.
No, it sounds
I can hear it.
I can too.
more like they're practicing rugby.
Mm.
Man, there's just some shady stuff going on in your apartment tonight.
Right?
Not usually, yeah. The clomping around is actually a little bit normal for Saturdays, but it is. No, come back.
I love how I can't move up and down very much, so I just like move my face up and down like it's gonna fix it.
My other players are asking me questions.
Questions.
Quements.
So I feel really bad about this, but like that glass dice set you got me is beautiful, but it is a bitch.
What do you mean?
I have rolled nothing but garbage on that fucking set.
You started off really good with it.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing is you guys didn't realize halfway through I switched to the blue ones.
Oh.
Because I was like, fuck this! I want to live!
I am actually, like, impressed with you guys, how well you handled, like, the sheer overload.
Oh my god.
I felt like I was barely holding
Yeah.
it together, but alright.
Oh.
Yeah.
At
There were a
least it-
couple...
Oh.
There were a couple things, like, big things that I'm pretty sure y'all were gonna get killed by that you managed to skirt around by not going for the other siege weapons.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, god.
We are learning our limits.
Slowly but surely.
Yes. Somehow.
1, 2, 3. I have to pick
go.
all my spells again.
Oh yeah, long rest time.
And
Guys will be up in the next morning.
0. Okay. 7th level spell is gonna be Regenerate.
Yes.
Reincarnate. Thank all these fucking people along the way that I've been collecting all these supplies to do all these spells. Jesus.
Speaking of which, Quinn does manage to find you a prayer wheel.
I figured.
Tis an
Anemone.
let's say it's an LN prayer wheel. The
Okay.
goddess of love.
The goddess of love. I also now have my D&D inventory on a Google spreadsheet. Or not a spreadsheet, but like a Google Doc so I can keep track of it instead of writing the damn thing down.
That's why D&D Beyond's pretty great.
Yeah, but I also can't put a shifter in there without like paying a fuck ton of money. I love D&D Beyond. They are great, but like adding homebrew shit in there, it can be really expensive.
Yeah.
So,
Oh shit.
what?
I just realized if it's gonna be summer in Constanos, it has to be Yond, not Kadran.
Oh, it's
They're
happening
gonna
at the same time.
They're gonna start playing at the same. Fuck. Uh-oh.
It's gonna be Dragon Central, baby! But
They're-
the first levels are gonna like go pew pew!
Maybe we shouldn't start in Constanos.
Oh my god. That would actually be a great start if they were all just like, we got here and they're like, fuck this, we're leaving.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god. Level 1 Warlock, Eldritch
I think
Blast.
they're starting at level 5, but they're still
Oh.
fucked.
Okay, that's, yeah.
Oh my god. What was I? Oh, that's what it was.
God, They don't even know the names of the months. What the fuck?
I don't know the name of the months.
I know, but when I say them, you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, I got an idea.
Whereas they're just like, what the fuck is Yond? Is that a city? I'm like,
yes.
Well, yes, technically, but no.
Technically?
Technically.
I actually saved because you put it on the Twitter, the calendar, and I'm like, I'm saving this on my phone so I fucking have it because I keep fucking losing it. And I'm like, I don't know what month it is in game. Oh, and I picked out a birthday for Marin too.
Oh, okay.
I forget what it was. Hold on.
I picked it out, but I forgot it. So
I did.
We're back at square one.
No, I know what it is.
Headphones. No. Stay alive. Stay alive.
Stay alive.
Won't be able to move my head.
I have to send it to you.
You know, by the way, I walk around with no time to talk.
Music loud, women won, been kicked around since I
was broken. Oh, wait.
It's okay.
I don't know the words anymore.
I try to understand the New York Times is not go bad with your brother, staying alive. I don't know the words from here.
Staying alive. Yes, I love this harmony. Oh my god.
Oh, yes, Marin's birthday is Dieth the 15th. Dieth, sure.
Dieth
the 15th.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
you're a spring babe.
Spring. Yeah, I was like, spring.
Spring chimkin.
Close enough to Dothriel. I didn't want to do it Dothriel because that's like Dellendane shit.
3 weeks to Dellendane and 2 weeks after the Calamity anniversary.
Yeah.
And the first of the year. Yay! Oh no!
Camera's going.
No! Why is everything going wrong?
Hi.
Anyway.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I am picking my spells.
Tell me the things.
I will find Marin. I'm assuming we stayed in the same place.
Yeah, before he finds me, I would like to do like a once over on Silas, just to make sure.
He's fucked up.
Well, yeah, but I would like to make sure that no one got to him before that Warforged did, and like put some sort of curse or sigil or something on him.
Make an investigation check.
Rip all his clothes off and be like, "Show me your body!"
In front of everybody.
Yes.
I'm just like, 13.
Well, he's a lot more filled out now, so he looks pretty good. Yeah. Taking a look over him, he's gonna have a lot of new scars. That's for sure. He's gonna look a little bit more like Geralt. But other than that, you don't see anything out of place. Other than, of course, the triangle symbol on his wrist. But one other thing that you do notice is that there's runes on his left arm. They look like they've been like drawn on.
Do I know what they represent, or?
I mean, you know they're runes.
Wow.
Do they look like the ones that he has been using with Kelley?
Yes.
I kind of look at them and I'm like, what are these from?
I'm gonna pull Mulan notes.
Oh, okay.
Think before
you snack. That is honestly the best advice in that entire fucking movie.
I mean,
It really is.
Think before you snack.
You're
But
right.
sometimes you think anyway and you say fuck it.
Yeah.
No, YOLO. Okay.
I'm sort of hoping to actually get them tattooed later. Have a spell book on my arm.
That would be kind of cool, actually.
I think I would. Might learn how to tattoo just to do that. But I'm okay. Once I got a rest in and was able to get some of my abilities back, I'm good. What about you?
I'm fine. Just nervous.
Well, that's normal.
Yeah. So, I'm fine.
I guess I just expected there to be more happening. It seems like it was over too fast.
Fine with it.
Well, I'm fine that it's over, I just expected more. It feels like... I know it wasn't easy, but it felt like it was too easy.
Okay, don't say that.
I'm paranoid.
I know, but it's inviting trouble, so...
That's comic nonsense.
Silas, with our luck, it's not.
Right.
Let's just be glad that we're all alive. I thought you got taken for a minute. And you're not leaving my sight ever again. Just...
Well, that's going to be difficult.
I mean, for important things. I mean, if there is another shoe that drops, we at least aren't fucked up anymore. So...
I suppose. I do, sometime today, I do want to go down into the Manamarig and see what's happening for myself. Who's in charge now that Kennah's not?
I assume her protege. Do you want to be? Cause
You're not there, kid.
You'll have to stay here then.
I'm the High Elder Druid.
I'm assuming her protege. We've seen her.
I think her apprentice died.
What? Oh no. Oh shit.
Like Jace?
No.
No,
that's
Jace isn't
not-
her apprentice.
Oh, okay.
It's like a 20-some-odd-year-old girl.
Yeah.
She done did. She was too cavalier and she got blew up.
If there's two things that Kennah cannot keep track of, it is apprentices and staves.
Yeah.
Maybe she's better as a tree.
Well, that's mean.
Oh, well, at least she's not going to lose the tree. Hopefully.
I forgot what my thought was.
Sorry.
It's okay. Well, if she's gone, then I have no fucking idea.
I vote for Quinn.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't be a bad choice. I don't know if he'd want to stay here.
I mean, I don't want to put Dee in charge. She's a little too, high energy.
I don't know, maybe that's what this place needs.
I don't know. It's sort of supposed to be the, somber, religious Balin capital of the world. She has Yolmanir to mess up. But
Yeah.
we'll talk to people and see what's supposed to happen. It's really not our problem, I suppose, but I would like to know who's in charge. That way we know who to talk to.
It is our
And-
problem because we have the staves, and whoever is
Well-
going to be in charge is going to be in charge of getting rid of the other staves. And yeah,
Well, at least the Voxtide is out of the running now.
as far as we know. Did that? So when she got encased, there wasn't any like weird pulse like before when Olgar got taken out of the staves, right? Or was it kind of akin?
There were shockwaves every time his piece of his soul was destroyed.
Yes, I know. And so when Kennah,
Or any time a staff has been destroyed.
when that happened with Kennah, is that did that happen?
You did get a shockwave, but it didn't feel the same.
Okay. I don't think that... I think Older's still there. So we're going to have to address that at some point.
Well, at least that one's stuck in a tree, and harder to get out, seeing as a lot of people won't be able to use magic to get it out.
True.
But, I don't really know what to do with myself now. I guess we need to talk with Senna about giving Haley one of the staves.
And Kit.
And Kit.
And at that point, since the box is preoccupied, then it's just the core staff, I believe, that's left.
Well,
Or...
The Navuna and the Gaitha.
Yeah.
Let me grab my list.
Yeah, so then it would just be the core staff that's left.
Okay. Still not bound to anybody are the Gaitha hide, which is in the Manamarig, the core, which is with Senna, Navuna, which is with Senna, and the Sephin, which is destroyed with Senna, and then the Gola hide, which is with the cult.
So still need like 2.
Yeah. If Haley takes out, I don't know, for example, the Navuna hide, that'll leave, and then Kit takes the Sephin, that'll leave the Gaitha, Gola, and Core.
We have to get the Gola back from the cult.
And Senna, if Kennah's theory is correct, Senna cannot give up the core until all the other staves are accounted for.
So, yeah, I say to Silas, we have to get the Gola back from the cult.
Well, that's going to require pinning Kylo Revela down.
Yeah.
To death.
And Kit, where are you while this is happening?
I don't know. I thought we were all in the same room.
Okay. Well, you can, I mean, yeah.
But, I mean, if we're not, I can show up.
I assume you're here.
Okay.
We stayed in the big temple with
Yeah.
Justine. So.
But around this point, as you guys are talking, it's like mid-morning. You guys have seen messengers and runners going around everywhere, just spreading news and talking to different leaders. One of these runners comes into the Temple of Ursan and yells over the din. It says, there's people outside the gates. Anyone who's fit to fight, get to the front.
I'm running up.
Do we want Justine to help us?
And Silas looks back and says, let her rest.
Okay. I'm not prepared for battle today, but alright, let's go.
Come on, it's fine, let's go.
Okay, I'll follow.
Yeah, there are horses waiting for anybody heading that way, so you guys can pick up the pace pretty quickly. You and a good, 50 people head to the southern ruined gate of Haven. And as you guys get out into the city, you see vines are all over everything. The only clear areas are the cobblestone paved streets. There are trees starting to grow in certain places. Any buildings that are already collapsed are just covered in greenery. And as you get to the palisade walls, several of them are at weird angles, the ones that were toppled or broken, and they're now being held up by vines, and vines are just wrapped in between, almost braiding and weaving the palisade together. The barricade is gone. It's been just blown to pieces. And standing just outside of the gate, out of reach of these vines that are violently lashing out toward them, you see a small group of people. You see they're all mounted on horses. All of them are partially armored. None of them have weapons out, and none of them have helmets on. And at the head of the group is an older man with salt and pepper, gray hair, full,
God damn it.
Full beard, who, while he looks healthy, he also seems miffed.
Fuck that guy.
You don't even know who it is.
It's a thing.
No, it's
we
not
don't
a thing. His hair's short.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
I would have told you if it was a thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he's at the front. He seems to be the eldest of the group. And you see on the front of his armor there is a crest with sort of a ship coming up over a wave. And Kit, you would recognize this as the symbol of the Hull-Drawn Company.
Oh my god, it's Votsec. He's already a walker.
Fuck that guy.
Okay.
But he's just sitting there atop his horse
He
looking
can't be a walker.
angry.
They said that they hadn't captured him yet. And
There's
it's not
Oh, that's
done
true. They're still using him though.
yet.
I'll turn to Marin and I'll be like, that has got to be Votsec Lucas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and additionally, you would see one of the mounted knights that's with him has a banner on a staff, a white banner.
Oh, okay.
A white. Oh, so like a piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like they're surrendering before they're even throwing the first punch.
We'll see about that.
The first punch was yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow. From that.
Can I climb to the top of the barricade, or will the vines not
The
allow me?
barricade's gone.
Oh, but you said there's vines and stuff.
There's vines everywhere, but the actual entrance into Haven is just open.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'll just stand up there with everybody and look at them and be like, what do you want?
The older man brings his horse a little further forward and he says, I would like to speak with whoever's in charge here.
You're speaking with him?
And he looks up at you and he's like, you look a little young to be in charge, son.
You look a little old to be alive.
Fair enough.
Marin is just kind of like,
I am the best leader.
I think we can all agree that this is no longer a profitable venture.
You know all about profits.
Yes, sir, I would.
What's your proposal?
I propose you let the normal folks go back to their businesses and homes in Haven. You all can keep it.
Okay.
And we can all just go on our merry separate ways.
can I make an insight check on him?
Sure.
I want to ask him a question and then make an insight check. So I'll wait.
Yeah, I got 21.
21? He's not lying. But with the high insight, you would get that something unrelated to this is bothering him. Like, he's distracted.
I call out to him, like, you're Votsec Lucas, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Are you still under your own control?
Who the hell else's control would I be under?
Insight check.
Okay.
Nat 1.
I mean, if ever a man was in charge of his faculties, it's Votsec Lucas.
I'll look him dead in the eye and I'll be like, the cult has you scheduled for execution.
And you see him visibly twitch. He says, no, sir, not me.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
I can already, well...
It's one of his kids. It's for sure one of his kids.
Yeah, that's what I picked up.
Shit, that was still terrible. Insight, 19.
That's not terrible.
I rolled really bad, though. I have a very high insight check.
He is telling the truth. It is not him.
Someone close to you.
Who are you people?
I'm going to scan the other people with him. Do any of them look like they're with the cult?
They're all dressed in similar armor to him, or the armor of the Atlaran Mercenary Company, which is the black and gold. None of them have any markings of the Heidelin cult, or sashes, or cloaks, or anything like theirs. They all seem pretty straight-faced, if a little discouraged.
Okay. I will take my staff out and, like, open it up, just my regular staff.
Mm-hmm.
And I will walk my way out of the gate towards him.
Okay. Votsek looks at you guys as you're mentioning the cult and their plans. He says, "Who are you people?"
I'm gonna walk with Kid.
Do you want some help?
It depends who's offering.
I'm gonna wait till I get nearer to him. I'll be like, why don't we talk person to person?
And he gets off of his horse and comes up to face you. He's probably about even height with you.
Okay. Does my tribe have a specific name?
Yeah, Volfira.
Oh, the tribe of Volfira.
And your clan.
Gotcha.
And your clan, yeah.
I'm also, I've walked
nation.
with...
It's the name of your village and your people. And then there's nations, tribes, and then clans. The tribe is the Volfira.
Okay.
I have walked with Kit, but I am going to stand back and let him kind of do the talking. But I'm gonna take out Ace of Spades and sit there like menacingly.
You can be. You're my
Marin,
bodyguard.
I'm your muscle.
Yeah, your muscle. My muscle. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Marin, you see that some of the more lighter armored people in the group, who are mostly wearing like chain and leather, you see them. They don't like pull out a weapon, but you see them like rest the heel of their hand on guns at their sides, watching you.
I'm just casually, just arms crossed, but I have Ace of Spades in my hand, so. Who knows?
I will walk up to Votsek. I'll be like, my name is Kit, and I am from the Volfira tribe that you have tried very hard to destroy.
I've heard of you.
I bet you have. How's what's his nuts that I almost lit on fire? Stan.
The governor of Urskar.
Yeah, what's his name?
Ruben Glyve.
Ruben Glyve.
Ruben Glyve. How did you fucking remember that?
I don't know.
Oh my god. I'm like flipping through all these pages. I'm like, where the fuck is his name?
I pulled that from the recesses.
Oh my god.
Weird.
Ruben Glyve.
As you ask, he points over his shoulders. He says, "Look for yourself." And you see at the back of the group, Ruben Glyve himself is leaning on his saddle horn watching you.
Hey, fuckface. You should really reconsider hiring that guy because he was way too easy to trick, P.S.
What do you want?
Well, sorry. Well, I think we have a common enemy.
Do we?
I assume you don't want your children to be sacrificed to a god, to a demigod.
And he glances at the staff and says, "So you're not one of them?"
One of the fuck, what are they called? I totally blanked on the name. Heidelin cult? No, I'm not one of the cult. Why would I be helping the Manamarig if I was one of the cult?
I've known them to play all sides.
Well, they're not playing any sides anymore.
They used to play my side.
I'm sure they did.
Mm-hmm.
I can see how someone of your stature would be very useful.
What do you want?
I'm asking if we have a common enemy.
Yes.
Do you want to work together, or do you want to serve them?
That depends on what you're offering. Nobody offers agreements and peace treaties like this without a price.
What would I ask for? I mean, I can think of some things that I would ask for immediately, like the safety of my people, or the safety of Haven.
And he looks at the city and says,
What are you making faces back there for?
Your land back.
Well, we're working on it.
he looks at the city and says, I don't think we could take this city back now if we wanted to.
Was all that movement yesterday, was that all you and your people?
Movement?
The war, the battle.
Well, partly.
Hmm.
There are a lot of factions at work here. Everyone with a vested interest in Haven. And being a fairly successful businessman, I know when to cut and run. I can't speak for the others, but I and the mercenary company are done here. And we'll be taking a good half of the forces with us.
Well, that'll make things difficult for them
Yes.
to get in, especially these weird vines. I don't know what this is all about. But I think it would be great if you gave back the land you stole.
Which parcel was yours?
I'm not talking about just one.
Well,
If your company can treat everybody like humans, I don't see why the Huldron company and the rest of the world can't work together as long as you stop treating certain people like garbage. And that includes your other people over there, and I motion to Ruben.
and he glances back at Ruben Glive.
Taking advantage of people because they have no other choice.
And he looks
Is revolting.
So he looks across the others there. And he actually, sort of in a show of you're not sure if it's a show of either he's not worried about you or he trusts that no one's going to shoot him in the back. He actually turns his back to you and looks at all of them. And says, what say all of you then? It's your money too? And as he looks over them, they all sort of look at each other. And among them, a larger, older man speaks up and says, if he thinks we're gonna just hand back all the land that we've built on, that's not gonna happen. We've built up our businesses here. And Lucas nods and says, well, then what of some change then? And they all look at him like he's crazy.
Yeah.
And Glive speaks up and says, respectfully, sir, I understand this is about your family, but this is about our livelihoods and families too. And Lucas nods, glances at you, Kit, and he reaches down and he pulls a handgun and shoots Glive.
Oh shit! Holy fuck! I have single-handedly, with just words, destroyed the whole drunk company.
Man, yeah.
And the back of Glive's head explodes, and he hits the ground. His horse takes off and drags him a good 100 feet.
Oh god!
Glive was a strong magic user.
And Wozzeck Lucas has one of the strongest handguns in the world.
Marin's kind of like...
Marin immediately got a boner.
Yeah. she's like examining the gun.
Yeah,
like,
this
like,
this gun is like, this handgun is the length of his forearm and hand.
Oh.
And it looks like a Peacemaker revolver.
Oh my god, he's like,
like
Rufus.
Juiced up. Yeah, kind of like Rufus.
Oh,
so
shit.
you know that meme where it's like the guy and the girl are walking down the street and there's another girl?
Yeah.
And the guy looks back and is like, ooh, it's Marin's the guy. And then
Yeah.
Ace is the girl he's walking with, and then that gun is
The blast is so powerful, it almost pushes his hand behind his head. And the other guys all like back up and their horses jolt and they try to get control of them. And Lucas looks over them and says, "This is about my family. If none of you like it, you can sell off your shares and fuck off." And he turns back to Kit, holstering his gun.
Kit is just stony faced, not like me.
"You get back my boy and all of my girls. You can have your home back, and some reform will be put in place. I can't promise everything returned to its original owners, but I can promise a fair shake."
Do you know where they are?
No.
Well, we can give you places to start, and we'll help at the same time. But there are too many places for us to do them all by ourselves.
Give me a list.
Done. And I hold my hand out.
And he reaches out and takes your hand, and you can feel underneath his glove. It's not a normal hand. It's very much like Ansem. He's probably missing some limbs too. And he shakes your hand. And of the Atlaran mercenaries who are all there looking like, oh shit, like what did we just witness? Lucas looks over his shoulder at them and says, "I may have a new contract for you boys shortly. Stick around."
Okay. I will, I'm gonna walk back to the vines. And I'm assuming they're not attacking me.
No.
I'm gonna reach out my hand and put my hand on it.
You can feel this length of vine just ever so slightly writhing under your hand.
I'm gonna ask it and be like, "Please let these people through."
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
While Kit's doing that, I'm kind of sidling up to Lucas.
Guidance.
I'm like, "Hey, so you suck, right? But like, is that like, did Ansem make that for you? Like, what? Can you give me some of the specs,
27.
please?"
So you walk up to him and open with, "You suck. Tell me about your gun."
Yes.
He just looks at you.
Cool. Not a talker. That's fine.
He reaches down, pulls out the gun, flips it so it's handled toward you, and offers it out. It is not a Molinarch.
Oh.
It doesn't have the signature steel and brass. It is solid black except for silver and platinum accents.
I'm gonna take it and I'm just like looking it over like...
It's this long. It's huge.
Oh.
It is a revolver style gun. So unlike Ace of Spades that has the rotating barrel, this has a single barrel with a rotating cylinder.
Did you make this?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Marin in the back of her head is like, "Well, I'm getting a divorce tomorrow." Like,
no. Like,
old man, he's gonna die soon. Ooh, I'll get all his blueprints and all his money.
And then everybody gets their land back.
Silas, you're Polly, right?
Yeah. I don't... Okay, sure. Well, I don't know how that works with marriage contracts, but...
I mean, it's legal in some parts of Atlaran.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Ooh.
Well, we'll talk.
We'll talk.
I hand it back to her. I'm like, we'll talk later. And I'll walk back over to Kenneth.
And he watches you go. Has no fucking clue who you are.
Yeah.
But yeah, he turns back to his remaining men. A few of his people that were with him have left, have just straight up gone. But those who remain seem to be like, okay, we're gonna stick with our boss. So like, this is the only way we're gonna keep making money. And then
I can't believe he just offed Ruben Clive. Oh my god.
Well, there is one redeeming quality about Wojciech Lucas, and that is that he loves his children more than anything in the world.
Good for him.
And if you tell him that money matters more than them, he will kill you.
It doesn't really erase the whole genocide thing.
No, but
he doesn't care about the Dhulmarig. He cares about his children.
this is his save the cat.
Yes.
I bet Hitler would have loved his kids too, but
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right. So did the plant listen to me?
You don't know.
Okay, it was a 27, but I'll look back to Votsec and I'll be like, I think you can come through, but be careful.
Why do I need to come through?
I mean, if you want to. Okay, do you not want to come through? I thought you were like we were gonna like have a powwow and like talk about things.
Is that a tradition of your people?
Don't make me regret talking to you.
I know that this is a fantasy character, but that was maybe one of the worst things I have ever said.
yeah, it's about it.
Damn.
Ooh. And it hits harder because that was like my thing in college.
It makes sense that he would say it though. So.
Yes. Playing racists.
Yay. I mean.
It makes my mouth taste weird. Blech.
I'll look back at him and I'll be like, watch yourself.
Yeah, I pull the hammer back on. It just fades very subtly.
He's unfazed.
I figured he wouldn't be. Do I have like Marin, do you have a spare piece of paper? Does anybody have a spare piece of paper? I need paper.
I will take out a piece of paper.
Oh, cool. You have paper.
Yeah.
I will write down the locations of the cisterns.
Okay.
And I don't know, I'll draw like a crude map or something and just like put dots where they probably are and the cities or whatever. And hand that over to him. And I'll be like, I'll just walk back out to him. Be like, these are the 9 cisterns where the cult sacrifices their sacrifices on Delendane.
And he takes the page and looks at it. He says, Holsfjord.
There's one in each one of those cities.
Excuse me, I have a few people to talk to. And he turns and grabs his horse.
I also left him I'm gonna give him all the names as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
I was about
these
to
are
say.
these are all the names. We have reason to believe that they're not going to make them travel far. So there's very real potential that wherever your kids are captured, they will be at the closest one or back home. They'll be well hidden behind illusions.
We live in Holsfjord. It's named after my company.
Yeah. They'll be hidden. The last one we found was at the bottom of a well, hidden behind an illusion.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't Holsfjord. Okay.
Yeah.
I know my location.
Well, no, I was just like, if we didn't give him that information, because I knew that there was a name associated with the place. So.
We also have reason to believe that all of these people are meant to be walkers. That's why we thought it would be you.
And He looks down at the list and he says, this, Moore is on this list.
Yep. We have the only 2 Moors.
No.
We don't? What's wrong with that?
Shut up! He doesn't need to know that.
Are you saying this next to me?
No, I'm giving him I'm giving you a...
I don't know if I'm paying attention to you. Because I walked back out, so I don't know, did you go, are you just behind me, or did you walk with me?
I will be behind you.
Okay.
I'm just going
Be like, we have the 2 Moors except for Cynthia. I doubt they're going to turn Cynthia into a walker.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, that would be fucking... What if they...
Oh, no.
What if they turn Cindy into a walker? She would be terrible. Anyway, so I'll just mention that. Be like, we have the 2 Moors, but sorry.
And he taps on Jan del Arca and says, this... Where is this?
It's been taken care of.
It's already been destroyed.
Good.
Why do you care about the Moors? Are you just recognize the name, or is there any other vested interest?
The royal family of the Arbiters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just wondering.
Yeah.
They're dangerous.
They're so dangerous. That's why we have them locked up.
Silas is here, right? Yeah, he came with us.
Can he see Silas? Does he recognize him?
He would.
Oh no.
Oh no!
So now I'm just lying.
He just glances straight at Silas, and you can see recognition in both of their faces.
Mm-hmm.
And Silas is just like, "Good day, Mr. Lucas." And
We didn't lock up that one. He's fine.
Botzek nods and says, "Well, if that one's not locked up, the blonde one isn't locked up either."
How do you know that?
Oh, they've
He
met.
knows things about important
They've
people
met.
in the world. All the most important people know each other.
That's true. All wizards know each other.
And he says, "Have you all seen Cynthia Moore recently? I assume you have, seeing as
Yes.
He's here.
About 9 days ago now.
Why?
it just occurred to me that I haven't talked to her in a long while."
She's got a new girlfriend.
Another one?
Well, yeah, we murdered the last one twice.
The other one's dead. Yes.
Thank you.
Twice. Yeah.
It wasn't for you, trust me.
Have you gotten rid of the other one yet?
No.
What son of no?
The what's his name? The
Wait, what?
one who likes to talk too much.
What?
Alistair.
Oh.
What?
Why?
My grip on my gun is tightening a lot. I'm like,
And so suspicious.
Why do you ask about him?
yeah, he has nothing to do with the Moors.
Are you kidding?
He's an Altera.
Talk, come on. Let's go.
He's an Altera. He's from Moore's Rest. He works at least I thought he worked with the Moors.
He's fallen out of favor.
Oh, good.
Last I heard. Unless there's something else you know.
I haven't seen him in long time.
There's probably a reason for that.
My grip loosens. I relax a little bit more.
Are you familiar with Corsair on that list?
Unfortunately.
We have reason to believe they already have him as well.
I wouldn't be surprised.
There isn't any other Corsair that could possibly be, could it?
Unless he's had a number of illegitimate children, I don't believe so.
That's not out of the realm of a possibility,
Do you
I
have
doubt they'd be bothered with them if he did.
True. Do you have the ability to contact us if you take one of these cisterns out so that we can keep track?
Of course I do. What do you take me for?
I was just checking. No need to be a bitch.
You're talking to votes like Lucas.
Jesus.
King
Being-
bitch.
Yeah.
King,
One of the
see you next
richest-
Tuesday.
One of the richest men in the world. He can afford to be a bitch.
All right, well, I guess you go have a cistern to destroy. That was a weird sentence. I guess you
Go
have a
destroy
cistern
this.
to go destroy.
There we
Yes.
go.
There you go. Good job.
I guess you go to have a cistern to destroy.
Clap, clap. Good job.
Thanks. It's hard being serious for this long.
Yes. He nods and jumps back up on his horse, and they ride off
Into the sunset.
darkness.
Oh, into the eternal darkness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Into the 6 months darkness.
I turn back to Marin. I'm like, after talking to him, I just realized it's day 9.
Yeah, we need to. We'll take care of that.
Okay.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I mean, what's a deal with a god when you can make a deal with the most evil man on the face of the planet?
Oh, he's far from the most evil.
No, I know, but like in
In
Kit's
Kit,
in Kit's eyes, yeah.
As
I just
soon-
made a deal to help the genocidal leader of my people.
As soon as all bargains are fulfilled and everything, you say the word. I'll take him out. I'll help you.
We can try. I think time will do more damage than we ever could, judging by the way he's looking so far.
God, he was like middle-aged, but
No,
alright.
he's fucking dead.
Okay.
It's like
1 foot in
50.
the grave.
Yep, 1 foot 6 feet in the grave.
Okay, well.
But yeah, we'll figure it out. The more at this point, the more help we can have, the better. I can't let a powerful ally like that slip by.
No, I think that took a lot of courage.
Off in the distance, you guys see little snow foxes starting to chew on Reuben and Clive's face.
I turn back to Marin. I'm like, I can't deny that gave me a sixth sense of pleasure.
A little bit. I only knew of him by name, so I don't really have any.
I tried to burn him alive once.
Cool. Let's go back.
Yeah.
I don't really want to watch a guy like get eaten. Let's go bring Bull back.
Okay. I flip the staff
Yay.
and put it away.
Yay, Bull. Hi, I'm Bull.
Yeah.
Hi.
Let's
Hello.
let's
How you
go.
Gotta practice.
We've got
One into
three. We've got 3 really big things to do today. So,
I'm excited.
if you are going to, are we outside the barrier?
Yes.
Okay. Do we know? Because they said magic doesn't work inside the barrier. Will a scroll not work too? Okay. I look at Marin. I'm like,
But according to what they've said thus far, when the Elder Druid has the shield up, they can decide who can cast magic.
okay,
But you don't know if Kennah is in full control,
gotcha.
and you don't know if scrolls are a part of that.
Okay. So I'll look at Marin. I'll be like, we should use that scroll outside of the barrier just to make sure that it works. We have one shot at this.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Wherever it happens, I don't really
Okay.
care.
What do you want to do first?
Let's do the less. Let's
Okay.
come
Let's
back full, let's give.
let's
Justine her
let's
back.
let's bring back Justine's leg, yeah, and then we'll
Yeah.
we'll work our way up.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll
Okay.
go back to the temple.
Okay. find Justine laying there, legless.
Is she?
Is she?
Is she awake?
She has one leg.
Yeah, legless.
She's not legless.
Legless.
She's
My God. Legless,
Yeah.
toothless.
minus one leg.
Minus one leg and some fingers.
I can fix those two.
She is awake. She's just sitting. They haven't moved her from like the makeshift bed they made for her on one of the pews, but she's just sitting there, leaning against the back of it, staring down at her one remaining leg. She looks miffed.
I will walk up to her. I'm actually going to turn to Marin and Silas and be like, "Can you guys wait just a second?"
Okay.
And I walk up to Marin. I walk up to Justine by myself. And I kind of kneel down next to her. I'm like, "Hey, big guy. How you doing, champ?"
She looks at you, holds up her nubby.
Which finger?
Learn from my mistakes.
Oh my God.
And
Tries to flip him
motions.
off, but it's just like that.
So I wanted to. You look a little bummed out. So I wanted to offer you something super cool. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I hand her. What do I hand her? Do you want drugs? Will that make you happier?
No.
I have drugs. Hang on. Let me see what else I have. Okay, so I have drugs. I have this lemon. That is pretty sure alcohol at this point. And I pull out a flask of holy water. I'm like, or I could regenerate all your limbs.
You see her doing exactly what I'm doing. She just closes her eyes and smiles like she's trying not to kill you.
Mm-hmm. So do you want the drugs then? Is it going to be the drugs?
The regeneration would be an absolute delight.
Okay. I can do that. Do you want like a special leg or like... Do you want it a different color?
No, kid. No, thank you.
I
would just like the regular leg back.
Well, I just wanted to ask because we know Ansem, and I didn't know if you wanted like a cool leg or if you just want a regular leg.
No, the real one would be great.
Okay. All right. Do you also want your regular fingers, or do you want them in an array of colors, or like?
Kids, I
get you. I got you, boo. I got you. Don't worry.
I love you. I really do.
I know you do.
But this is not the time.
But when am I ever going to get the chance to make jokes about you missing legs and fingers again?
Could you please?
I will absolutely.
Thank you.
I take out the holy water and the prayer wheel, and I'm like, all right, just like this is gonna take a full hour, so I'm gonna need you to please try not to scream. I don't know if this is gonna be painful. I've never done this before, so you might end up with a cat. I don't know.
Roll a D100.
You're just yeah, you're just like a cat, and it's my leg.
Just meow.
Steven Universe episode.
I turn back to Marin and Silas, and I'm like, this is going to take a full hour. So Marin, if there is something that you want to go do outside of the barrier while I'm doing this, Silas will be there for moral support.
I mean, shouldn't Silas be here for moral support for Justine? Or
It's a leg.
And Justine just waves her half-destroyed hand and says, I'm a big girl, I can handle it.
It's people lose legs every day. She's fine.
Mm-hmm. I'm usually the one taking them off.
Yep.
Okay.
It's
I
just
guess
her comeuppance.
I guess I just figured that anything that I had to do outside of the barrier, we would do later.
I mean, if you want to sit here and watch me regrow a leg for an hour, that's fine.
Will
Baby leg.
Salakadoo,
Like
la
dental.
mentalaboo, la bippity boppity boo. I'm just gonna sing that the whole time.
Yeah. Why will be here for moral support for just
Okay. Well, everybody gather around and start singing your kumbayas, and here we go.
Kumbaya, my lord.
Kumbaya, my leg. Kumbaya.
I'll play lute while we're doing
Filigree, apogee, pedigree,
Agree?
perigree.
Yes. I love that we've done so many magical references at this point. All right. I'm gonna get out everything and be like, all right. Here we go.
Triguna,
Coides!
Trichorum,
This D! Or twist the bones and then the back.
Melica Mystica. I
Yeah.
forget words.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Wait, twist
I don't know what-
Twist the bone.
and bend the back.
Is this?
It's from Hocus Pocus.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Ichthyocopica Melica Mystica.
Oh. Unfaithful lover long since dead, deep asleep in thy
Sleep in
wormy
thy
bed. Wiggle thy toes, open thine eyes.
Twist
Thy fingers
the sky like the sweet bee not
too
shy.
shy on thy feet.
So saith I.
Like, oh yeah. So that is the spell that I do.
Okay.
Oh, that'll be the one you use for Sylvie. So saith
And
oh, my neighbors must love me.
mine too, I literally just screamed. So I am going to take out my stuff and cast Regenerate for the next hour. Oh my god, I'm doing so much magic.
Oh. You're doing great, champ.
Thanks.
Hydrate.
Eleanor and Bane, Aconite, glow and fire.
Hydrate
fire,
and
firelight.
like and self-care and
Self-care
all that stuff.
indeed.
Yep.
It is. McCarters! I fucking love that stupid spell, Jesus.
It's so dumb.
It's really dumb.
Substitutionary locomotion for
Yep.
anybody who wants to look up that shit.
From
alright.
bed knobs and broomsticks.
Bed nabs and broomsticks.
I thought
Alright.
one of them was from Sword in the Stone, the animated version.
I don't
None
think
of the
so.
ones that we said.
No.
Yeah, that I was kind of trying to place it, and I was like,
I did
okay.
Cinderella at one point.
Yes, I knew that one.
Okay.
Isn't the song from Sword in the Stone? Isn't it like
It's all kind of like that. It's like bouncy, like
It's like weird Latin.
it's a bippity boppity boo
Oh,
kind
okay.
of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Abracadabra, dabranac. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Prestidigitonium. I love it.
Or the Madam Mim.
Yeah, yeah.
I love her. Madam Mim.
Bigotus,
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Every time I read that in a book, I literally say that out loud every time.
Yep.
Okay.
Regenerate.
Sure.
I cast Reiterate.
I cast Reinstate. No.
No, you need a sign.
Sorry,
for
it's
that.
gonna
I,
need to be.
I cast Agitate.
I already
Done.
cast that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, Kit makes himself comfortable and starts boogity boogiding over Justine, and over the next hour, I do mine a little bit differently. Over the next hour or so, you watch as a sort of what's Kit's favorite color?
Amber.
Of course it is.
It's the color of his
Caleb.
energy.
It's covering my eyes.
Over the next hour, this at first you're not sure it's happening if it's like a trick of your eyes, but over the next hour, this phantom amber leg and fingers begin to
Ooh.
appear on Justine. And the further on it gets, the more opaque they become. And it's not at all the, like, growing a new limb that you expected, that some people do. But they just become more and more physical over the course of the hour. And as your spell is coming to an end and you're reciting the last bit of whatever you use for incantations and arcane whatsits, there is an audible pop. And almost this sounds like the sound that ice makes when you drop it in water and it cracks through.
Oh.
And the amber leg and the fingers each crack through, and then an amber shell shatters off of them. And suddenly they're back.
Oh, a dinosaur story.
Free of scars, free of any imperfections. In fact, they're a little bit lighter colored than the rest of her skin. Thanks to her tan. But she just stares down at this, and of course, I mean, her leg is missing, like, at the middle of the femur, so she has no pant leg below that. And her she's not wearing a glove at the moment, but she was before. So she's just got a naked leg and a bunch of new fingers.
I stick my finger down and I poke her leg, and I'm like, oh my god, look how fresh it is. And, like...
That's creepy.
But it is. It's, like, weirdly fresh. It's brand new.
She pushes your hand over.
Can you feel it? Is it, like...
Yes,
I, like,
yes.
poke her in the toes. Like, can you feel everything?
Yes,
can you move it?
Yes. And she flexes her toes.
Okay. How are your finners? Are your finners good?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Your finners and your piggers.
She's gonna break your finners and your fingers.
I appreciate this so much. I really do.
I'm just making sure you're okay.
I know, and I appreciate it, but I'm still kind of in shock.
Oh, okay.
And the jokes aren't landing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, you can stay here and get some more sleep. And
she leans forward and hugs you.
Aww.
Thank you.
Of course. I mean, if you lose another one, we can always do this again. It's fine.
I look forward to it.
Me too. We're bonding. All right. And then we're in the place with all the clerics and everything, right?
Yep. You're in Ursan's temple.
Okay. Is there like an
empty... By the way, your spell worked.
Oh. I forgot we're inside the barrier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lucky, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I forgot we're inside the barrier. But that means my next spell should work too.
Maybe.
Maybe we should go outside the barrier just to be safe.
Okay.
Justine.
You get to the end of your spell and you're like, oh wait.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I forgot. Justine, if you want to just like hang out here, relax.
She just lays down.
Somebody get her a martini, and we'll be back in a bit. Okay. Okay. Marin, Silas, if you would come with me, please. We have another thing to do.
I kind of give Justine a little shoulder squeeze and just like...
Yeah, she pulls you down into a hug, too.
I'll hug her. I'm like, you did good, kid.
I didn't die.
Didn't die.
Thank you, Silas. And he's like, yes.
And Kit's walking away, and he's like, what the fuck did he do?
He kept me from dying.
Man.
Oh, good job, Silas.
Sure.
All right, everybody, outside the barrier.
Let's go.
You grab some horses, and gallop to the edge.
We grab an extra 2 horses.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Sylvie's not going to be able to go on herself.
I did forget to mention, you guys do find where the barrier ends. It ends at about the middle of where the bridge would have been into the crater.
Okay.
So the outer bridge.
Gotcha. So we just go like just to the outside of the bridge then?
You go into the edge of Haven.
Gotcha. I look at Marin and I'm like, all right, so let's bring Bull back.
Yeah. He'll want to be here for.
Yes, he will.
So excited! I am too. I'm excited to see what he's gonna be.
Okay.
Reincarnate.
So. What?
I said cat.
Oh, I thought you said Kit, and I was like, what?
No.
Cat. I answer to so many names at this point.
Kit, me.
What? Just pop out of nowhere, like.
I've started doing that occasionally when I hear my name. They're just like, Taiylor! I'm like, me!
So I pull out
their name back at them.
Yeah.
I pull out the
Taiylor,
metal, and
yeah.
I also imagine we probably found some sort of bowl or make a little, like, circle in the snow or something.
Sure.
And
Are we just doing this outside?
oh yeah, he'll be fine. He's covered in fur most of the time. Do you have...
Yeah, we don't know.
No, I have... Don't worry. Whatever he turns into, I have this work suit that he can...
Can't... All right, why don't we just find, like, a bust-up building or something like that? Everything around here is trashed, so why
Is
don't
there
we
a
just
building really close by?
Yeah, there's like a,
Can't
what would
believe
be
you.
close by?
What? I'm just saying, and like...
So close to the bridge, there's sort of like a fairground looking area that's
Perfect.
sort of open. There are a couple buildings over there that are mostly empty. They're just like sheds.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go into one of those...
sheds and barns.
We'll go into a large shed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And is there a bowl?
You could find a bucket.
That'll work.
Man, you guys love bowls so much.
Well, I'm doing what I fucking can, you guys.
I know. I'm fucking with you.
I'm using all the spells.
I know.
Go inside, so...
I am going to put the metal in the bottom of the bucket.
A bucket with a shed.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
doing the best we can.
I'm genuinely impressed by all the shit that you're able to do. I just gotta mess with you.
Jesus, I huck the metal in the bucket. I dump 1,000 gold worth of Draugr bloom oil on it. And then I fucking cast reincarnate.
Okay, it takes an hour.
It does. No, it's instantaneous.
No, it says
Casting time is 1 hour. Just kidding. Oh my god. So, wait.
Casting time 1 hour, duration instantaneous. So when the hour's up, it happens immediately.
Well, so the casting time for regenerate says 1 minute, but the duration says 1 hour.
Yeah, you cast it for a minute, and then it takes an hour for the thing to actually happen.
Ah.
Duration is after the spell is cast, how long it takes to take effect.
Okay. So I will begin to cast for 1 hour. Be like, all right, you guys, sit fucking tight again.
Yeah, let me draw my mandala of dicks.
Yep. That's what I'm doing.
Focus, focus.
Alamagocus.
Alright. Roll the D100.
Oh, Jesus. This is going to be bad.
Please roll a 5.
Don't roll a fucking 5. We're going to have to... If I roll another 5, we're going to have to rename this entire thing. It's just cats now.
Yep.
Sleep cats.
We're Cats the Musical now.
70.
70.
Well, it's not a cat.
Oh, yay! Oh, it's the next best thing to a cat.
Oh, no! Oh, he's a tabaxi!
Roll me a D10.
It's totally a tabaxi. 4. Oh, no. What have I done?
1 second.
This is terrible. I hate this game.
If you were to make Bull a dog, what breed would you choose?
A golden retriever.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Golden?
A Jolden retriever.
Maybe I'll meet you halfway and do like a brown lab.
Okay.
Big
I can
old
handle
blockhead,
that. I can
same
handle that.
Spirit. Or,
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Oh, just paint me a fucking word picture so I can hate myself.
This one's fun. This one's fun. It's the next best thing. So You begin. Paint me a word picture. As you finish the end of this circle that you've drawn out, and all the stuff is sitting in the bucket. There comes a point where the oil inside of the bucket almost starts to like boil, and suddenly the
Oil
metal,
of boil and a dead man's toe.
And the
That's actually that's all of the casting components for this entire fucking spell. Continue, sorry.
Tasha Pops.
It's time to make it a fresh
Anyway,
one.
the metal gets just ejected from the bucket, just thrown across the room, and it scatters on the floor, but no oil on it.
Okay.
And it's a little bit scorched, but it's still there. And as the oil is just bubbling away, it almost coalesces to almost like this doughy circle and begins to rise out of the bucket. And the bucket just gets thrown out of the way as well. Any like dust, dirt, whatever on the floor is just thrown in a circle around us. And this malleable shape begins to grow and grow and grow and get huge. And it's a really weird shape. Like, as it's starting to take shape, you're like, what, is this a centaur? And it doesn't get quite as big as a centaur. And it grows these very strong, like, sturdy canine paws and a thick tail at the end. And a torso rises up out of it, covered in fur, brown fur with a lighter colored chest, and 2 hands, and then the block head of a good old brown lab, and the ears flop out. And as the light, this yellowish light, begins to fade, you are looking up at a 7-foot-tall brown lab Canatar.
Yep.
He's huge, like comparable in size to Bull. And these beautiful golden brown eyes open up, and he blinks, and he takes in a breath, and he looks down. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. Oh, God.
Hi.
Hey.
Well, come here. And he like stumbles over his forepaws.
Over his 17 fucking legs that he has now.
And he catches himself and he like pulls you guys in, and he pulls Silas in. And it is still a lot like hugging that old bugbear. He's the same size. He's a little like fluffier. But yeah, and he's all muscly. And he just hugs you guys real tight.
I turned him into a jacked fucking furry.
Yep.
Sweet.
I mean, he was a bugbear before. It's not that big of a change.
No,
It's
it's
just an extra set of limbs.
Yep.
You can only do fuzzy,
I can only do house pets.
pet-related.
Yep.
Yeah. But he hugs you guys in real tight. It's not as tight as normal because he's not as strong as normal. He's still like getting his strength back. And just holds you guys for a long moment. And he looks down at Marin first and says, "You okay?"
I'm not the one who just came back to life.
Well, still, it was... And he looks over at Kit and says, "It was all kind of sudden.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
It wasn't your
We're
fault.
sorry.
Well, kind of caught me off guard."
When you can talk to Kennah again, you can thank her for retrieving your medal. We didn't know you had it.
We thought you were gone for good.
And he looks over, seeing the metal laying on the floor, and he walks over to it. He is technically naked.
But he didn't wear a lot of clothes before.
Yeah, but with the sort of anatomy of a Canatar, it doesn't really matter.
I guess. You're just like, well, if you've seen one set of dog balls, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he goes over to the metal and he picks it up. It's kind of bent and slightly scorched, and he says, "Oh, that's. I didn't realize it could do that."
Neither did we. You can thank Quinn for that. We tried to send it back home to your mom, and he let us know what it was.
Oh God, did you tell her?
I'm pretty sure she knows.
I don't think she knows yet.
I think she knows.
Well, the caravan might have.
I think Quinn told her, yeah. But we can get that. That's easy to fix. It'll be a little whiplash, but she'll be okay.
And he glances around. He's like, "Where are we? Are we in
Haven.
shit?"
Yeah.
We didn't want to be outside because that seemed weird. To me, anyway.
It seemed weird to Marin.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
And he looks at himself. He's like, "Oh, I guess I'm kind of suited for the cold still."
Yeah. I mean, if you want, I have... No, maybe we should save it for Sylphie.
Yeah, she's gonna be.
Speaking of which,
I did.
are you ready to see her again?
I mean, I just like for real, like real
Yeah.
life.
Didn't she tell you?
No,
I told her to tell you.
she didn't tell me anything. She just
What
said
do
she
you
talked to
mean?
you.
So,
You told her.
funny story. Ted jumped in the visiting pool, and it lit back up.
Yeah, I know that.
So I made a
And you-
call.
Okay.
She knows.
Okay. Well, I mean, at least it won't be a shock.
Well, she didn't want... Well, we talked, and we were thinking about maybe, like, surprising you. But then I was like, oh, that'd be, like, pretty intense.
I would murder both of you.
I think she wanted to surprise you more than I did, actually. But
Yeah, I would have murdered her again and brought her back somehow.
cool.
Can I get paints before we do that,
I mean, do you need any?
or like a skirt? I mean,
That's
I
gonna...
realize
A
I'm a
skirt...
dog.
I feel like a skirt on a dog isn't gonna cover anything up.
Not going to do anything.
Well, if it's
just
long
gonna
enough.
flop down.
you need to like fix it in a specific like way. But
Silas, do you have any... You know what? We can get you a skirt as soon as we see Quinn, because he has magical fabric.
He does.
But
yeah, he does.
I don't have any with me. He actually created this entire getup.
And Silas walks up to Bull and takes off his cloak and just sort of drapes it over him.
Perfect.
And they managed to get it like tied around him in a way where it does cover everything, like it drapes over his butt. And he's like, "Yeah, that'll work for now."
Cut a little hole in it for his tail.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Don't wag your
Silence.
tail.
You see it wag. Under the... And as he laughs, it starts wagging faster.
Oh no.
Looks terrible.
Jesus.
Sorry, I'll try not to be happy.
No, it's okay.
I'm just really excited and it just...
All right. So I guess everybody back up, and can I have the scroll? Or do you want to bring her back?
Oh.
It's up to you.
You do stand a chance of not being able to do it if you're too low level.
Okay. Maybe you should.
Okay.
I'm not as magic savvy.
Which, P.S., after the tail wagging thing, Silas does punch a hole in the back of it and sticks his tail through.
There you go. All right. Well, everybody.
Before,
Yeah.
oh, sorry. Before he does that, I'm gonna just scramble around in my bag and I'm going to pull out Sylphie's loot, the one with the engraving around.
Oh, I
Uh,
greet her with her loot just like she did for Yelp.
I will also take out the mechanic's jumpsuit. I'm gonna be like, she's probably not gonna like this, but it's gonna fit.
She can deal with it.
Yeah, we'll get her some clothing once we talk to Quinn.
And Silas pulls Marin's cloak off her shoulders and just, like, holds it up at the ready.
This is going to take a while, Silas, so don't get too ready. All right, I'll take the scroll, and I will sit it down on the floor and unroll it. And I will put the three hairs in the center of it. It takes 1 hour, and I will begin to cast Resurrection. And the scroll should take the place of the diamonds worth 1,000 gold.
Mm-hmm. Okay, casting time. 1 hour.
Mm-hmm. We've spent 3 hours fixing people today. And then you can, and then you can go ahead and delete the scroll from your inventory.
All right. So Kit begins his third round of hoogity boogity magic, and
Yes.
so as you sit down to start this one, you actually take the strands of hair and you spiral them around one of your fingers, and you begin what is, because this is more of a, while it can be cast by both clerics and bards, it is generally more of a divine thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're doing less of an arcane equation to make this work with the scroll, and more of something bordering on prayer.
Okay. I figure I'm pretty familiar with it since I used to be a cleric.
What's the highest level spell you can cast?
7th, same level.
Okay, so you'll have no problem with this
Yeah.
one. Okay. So as you get about 10 minutes into this, focusing your efforts towards Taldanos to help you call back Sylphie's soul. Marin, you have Sylphie's ring, right?
It's on my neck, around my neck.
You begin to feel it grow warm.
I'll just kind of absently grab onto it.
It's getting warm,
Oh,
like verging
shit.
on hot.
I'll take it off then.
And as you take it off, do you have it on a chain or a cord?
Yeah, a chain.
Okay. It begins to get so hot that some of the chain links holding it start to glow.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna dip it in the snow, I guess. Like if there's snow on the ground, or we're in a shed.
You're in a
never
shed.
mind.
Don't set the shed on fire.
I don't know what else to do. I guess I will put gloves on and hold it in my hand.
Gloves are not going to protect you from how hot this thing's getting.
Oh shit.
The chain starts to grow white hot and actually start to melt.
Fuck. I'm gonna take the chain off. Really, and I'm just kind of going up, and I'm just gonna
make a dexterity save.
Oh boy.
I love that you won't just drop it.
Right, it won't just put it the fuck down.
That was a natural one.
Okay, so you have no choice but to put it the fuck down.
Yeah.
You're just like, ha, 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 and it falls to the floor, and it lands like a lead weight. Like, you guys know the moment in
the moment in the Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
It hits and it doesn't move.
Yeah.
That's what happens with this ring, this light bone ring, which should surely be bouncing all over the place. And you see a little bit of smoke curl up from it, but it doesn't burn into the floor. And Kit, this is right next to you, and you watch the ring start to slide in toward the scroll.
Okay.
And it flips over itself, and it slides a little more.
Is it still hot?
You don't know. You haven't touched it.
Is it glowing?
You do see it. No, the ring itself looks normal, but you do see, like, heat waves coming off of it.
I don't want the scroll to catch on fire.
And it flips and keeps sliding.
I want to check. Does this seem normal? Or does this seem like it's... Does this seem... Okay. Well, so a scroll is an enchanted item. I would know that, yes?
Yes.
So it would not be destroyed by fire.
It's
In most cases.
this is magical heat, so
I'm going to put the scroll down on the ground while I continue to read it.
And the ring comes up to the edge of it, and stops as it touches the edge of the paper. Doesn't seem to damage it, but you see the heat waves getting more intense, and to the point where you actually have to kind of like pull back, like you're sitting a little too close to a fire. And it stays that way for a while, and it actually heats up the inside of the shed to the point where it's not cold in there anymore. And as you get toward the end of your spell, still keeping an eye on it, you see the ring like flip itself up and land in the center of the spell scroll, and around your finger the strands of hair burn. And then the entire scroll burns from the edges inward toward the ring.
That's fine.
And as it hits the ring itself, it just goes up in a puff of smoke and ash. And the ring stands up on its side, and you watch as these cascades of blue and gold light extend from the ring, almost in the style of like the life stream from the classic Final Fantasy VII, and just begin to extend in both directions. In one direction it stops after a short distance, but the other it keeps climbing, and then makes a turn and then spreads out further and goes off in another line and spreads downward in two separate lines. And then at the top you watch as a vaguely oval-shaped object forms out of this light until you realize it's forming a human shape, or humanoid shape. And as you're watching it take effect and you're still finishing off the last bits of the spell, the golden light disappears. It sort of, almost like you lit a fuse, it just disappears throughout the whole body. And the blue light begins to solidify and turn almost glassy. And then it starts to turn paler and paler and lose its hue. And then there's just a slight touch of pink to it, almost like pale skin. And as it solidifies, you see the surface lose its shine. And it almost looks soft. And as the final details come in, Silas kneels down and lays the cloak over her as you watch Sylphie's facial features begin to form. And you see her long white hair all pushed to one side form. And then it all just kind of goes quiet and stops. And Silas glances at you, and so does Bull.
Is she breathing?
Not yet.
Okay. Do I still have the hair around my finger, or is that gone?
No, it's burned.
Okay.
You see on her left middle finger, where the whalebone ring is now set, where her entire body has formed from, you see the runes on it glowing orange. And you see a red line on it that I believe I mentioned appeared when she died. The line burns away. And it pulses, and Kit, you kind of have to pull back as she's just like, what the fuck? Just sits up suddenly, just takes in a huge breath, and she looks around, she grabs the cloak, and she's like,
hey.
What? Hi.
Welcome back.
I'm gonna crouch down in front of her. And I'm just gonna hold my hand out to her.
And still keeping the cloak around her, she reaches out like she's not really sure that you're real. And she touches your hand and sort of takes it in her own. Ooh. Hi.
Hi.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel awful.
Yeah,
It's gonna take a few days, sorry. Yeah.
Come here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
and she pulls you in. She has almost no strength, but she pulls you in, hugging you as tight as she can manage. And she's just instantly sobbing.
I am too. Just, yeah, just like holding on to her, just like crying and.
And she like tries to talk, but it's like that. I can't believe it. Guys.
I know.
It's that like warbling.
I kind of stroke her hair a little bit. I'm like, I know. It's okay. It's alright.
And as she's like holding on to you, she finally like picks her head up and she's like wiping her eyes as she like looks around and she's like, who the fuck is that?
It's
I look over at Bull and I say, I think he'll introduce himself.
And he walks over, kind of hands in front of him, and he's like, hi, I'm Bull. And she's like, oh my god. She just bursts out laughing.
oh.
Bull kind of chuckles too. He's like, at least I'm still fuzzy. And
You should have met the one at Marin's wedding.
Yeah.
oh, the Doberman?
No,
No.
the Sheba.
Oh,
Shiba.
Chef Zuka.
Chef Zuka, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Bull like sits down next to her and she wraps an arm around him too. And she just holds the both of you just sobbing. And every so often she like pulls the cloak back up and she's like, I can't believe you brought me back naked, Kit.
Would you want me to conjure some fucking clothes out of the ether?
Yes, you conjured
Well,
me out of the
Here! And I like hand her the fucking jumpsuit. I'm like, put the goddamn thing on then.
She takes it, she gets up and almost falls over and Bull catches her.
My
Bull
god.
helped
This is
her.
like the whole scene in The Little Mermaid where she's learning to walk again.
And Bull like takes the cloak and like looks away, holding it up, and she manages to get dressed. Needs a little bit of help from Marin, but it does form to fit her. And as Bull puts the cloak down, she just is kind of standing there, half leaning on the wall, looking at all of you, and she's like, "Wow."
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was gonna happen, but I didn't actually think it was gonna happen.
Well, we didn't die, so
Yeah, I noticed.
bring you back.
What do I keep telling you?
Can I hug you?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Come here. And she just wraps you up in a big hug.
I hug her back, but I don't squeeze too hard because she's, a chicken bone. So, I kind of look at Bull, and I'm like, hey, so I'm sure Quinn has a couple of kids that he'd like to see. So can Sylphie?
Oh yeah.
Can Sylphie ride with you? Because you can hold on to her and make sure she doesn't fall off.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, you double as a mount now.
And Sylphie looks at him and is like, that's weird.
Why is it weird?
It's a little
Riding
weird.
Bull?
It's
Actually,
only.
no, that sounds kind of fun. Wait, no, not that way. And Bull is just like,
Oh boy.
Oh my god, you two.
Ooh.
You've been alive for 5 minutes and it's already awkward.
Yeah.
listen, I never said I was
I
smooth.
expected nothing less.
Before that happens, I'm like, I have something. You brought me back my loot. So, and I hold out her loot to her. I'm returning the favor.
She takes it and she's like, I'm gonna cry again.
Okay. I don't know if you should. I don't know how many fluids you have left in your body.
Not a lot. Not a lot. And she takes it and she slings it over her back and she's like, oh my god, I'm a fucking mess. Where are we in Haven? Are you guys still in Haven?
Uh-huh, we are.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't
I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah, why don't
That's
we
fine.
just... Yeah, we'll ride back and you can sleep for 2 weeks if you want.
Yes, please.
Well, 4 days.
Yeah, and as you turn toward the door, she looks at Silas, who's been quiet and kind of letting you all greet her, and she just walks over and hugs him too. And when she pulls back, she sort of punches his shoulder. She's like, "Good job." And he's like, "Thank you."
All right.
What?
Nothing. It's just all this weirdness, all these people, and they're weird.
It's Sylphie.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like
It is
playing the
Sylphie.
awkward. I'm playing Ash.
I know.
Okay, yeah.
Now there's 2 of you.
Oh, no.
But yeah, you guys head outside, and Sylphie, who's still barefoot, it like stops at the edge of the doorway, and Bull is like, "Okay, come in," and he like comes up to her so she can actually like get up on his back, and it's like getting on a horse, if a little weirdly sloped, and
He could always
she
just carry her.
She just wraps her arms around his waist, and she's like, "Oh no, this is good. I like this. This works."
Okay.
Alright. It's definitely not weird.
No, not weird at all.
Bull just trots along. He's like, "Oh, this is way faster."
Oh, Jesus. He loved to run, so I gave him more legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, now he's gonna get dog zoomies.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Oh, Bull. But yeah, you guys jump on your horses.
I do want to make a stop when they go to cross over to the other side. I do want to stop at the lake so that I can talk to the snee snake.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just tell him, be like, "You guys can go ahead. I'll meet you down there with Quinn."
Okay.
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 They continue on to the ferries going across the water.
I will go down to the water and park my horse. Yeah. Click it
Back
into park.
its spot.
Yeah.
And then I will, I'll go down to the water and make sure I use the hand that has the ring on it and stick
Your
both
ring
my...
is gone.
My ring is gone?
It's gone.
That was all she wanted me to do. I'm gonna go down to the water anyway.
Okay.
I'm still down there. I'm like, well, fuck, my ring is gone. And I'm gonna put my hands in the water and be like, if you're still here, I'd love to talk to you.
You sit there for a moment. Because you know sometimes it takes a minute for somebody to answer. It's like calling the DMV.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Just gonna subtly throw that in there.
But after somewhere around 30, 40 seconds, you see a little bubble pop up out of the water. And then you see this little orange fish start wiggling his way up to the surface.
Maz.
And he pokes his face out and goes,
Maz, hey. My ring is gone.
how does a fish nod?
They just bob. Do I have anything left to do?
He looks around. Puts up his fins like a shrug.
Great, the fish is shrugging. Awesome.
I need to speak with animals.
Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yeah, I do have Speak with Animals prepared.
I think he's done that before.
No, I've never spoke with animals with the fish. I had him, like, take me, and we spoke underwater.
Okay.
Maz, can you hold on a second? And I will cast Speak with Animals. Take me 10 minutes.
He just floats there, wiggling.
After the 10 minutes is up, I'm like, all right, can you understand me?
Yep.
Oh, cool. I didn't know I spoke fish. So I'm sure you probably know, but Sylphie's back.
Yeah.
Is that all I was supposed to do?
Did you want to do something else?
I don't know. I never knew what I was supposed to do to begin with.
Oh. You should have been clearer.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, but then, like, we haven't been near water for a while, so I didn't get a chance. And you guys are hard to talk to without water, so...
Yeah. Normally we can't come to fresh water, but special occasion.
Yeah, I mean... Does that mean I'm a cleric again?
Do you want to be a cleric again?
Do I want to be a cleric again? I don't know.
Super Mega Druid.
Yeah, Ultra Super High Power Mega Druid saying...
Titan.
Uh-oh. The cat.
Kick your ass, boy.
Oh no, the cat.
Oh no, the cat.
I mean, I like being a druid.
Okay.
I'd like to continue doing things, but I don't know what she wants me to do.
Well, a lot has happened in the last couple of days.
You're telling me.
Yeah. So...
I have brought 2 people, a leg and some fingers back from the dead.
He says, well... I'm pretty sure you figured out by now that maybe replacement is too harsh a word, but you were who we needed when Sylphie was gone. Somewhere in the world there's a catfish.
Yeah.
Lucan is
Lucan.
doing his stretches for the day.
I can't stop him.
I know.
Go away.
It's okay, just keep going.
Says, we needed somebody in her place, and you seemed like the best candidate, and you were willing, but now we're sort of at an interesting impasse because, well, she has her ring back, which... I'm sorry, the cats have the zoomies now.
It's okay.
She has her ring back, and she's back in her place, so... Do you want to keep working with us?
I planned on taking the Sephenhide staff so that I could keep working with you.
Okay, then we need to get you a new ring. 1 second, and he dives down.
Okay.
And 10 seconds go by. 30. 60.
Oh god. He forgot
2
about it.
minutes.
He drowned. Oh Jesus.
And just as you're like leaning on one hand, waiting, you just hear a splash, a little tiny splash, and something hits you directly in the forehead and falls in your lap.
Oh. Like, look down. Is it another ring?
A beautiful whalebone ring. This particular one is a faint amber color.
Ooh.
With red runes.
Ooh. I like that.
Yeah. And this one does not have a line through it.
I pick it up. I look at Maz. I'm like,
yeah, as he pops up.
Yeah. Is this mine?
Yep, that one's all yours.
Oh. Does it come with any cool special powers?
I mean, you have we give you cool special powers.
I know, but do I get like an extra one because I've been super good, or like?
No.
Okay. Well, I figured I'd, try.
Sure.
Yeah. I slip it on.
It fits perfectly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Happy.
I'll ask her.
I mean, I would love a cool new, super awesome, cool thing. I do actually. I have a favor. You don't have to ask her for powers, but I do have a favor.
Mm-hmm.
I need a pocket watch from the statue of Sanka in Greenhall.
Oh.
Now,
I don't know if we can get that.
My question is, does she know if the pocket watch is dangerous?
I know the one you're talking about. It could be dangerous.
Do you know
in
what?
the wrong hands.
Do you know what it does?
It's sort of like a local time freeze.
Oh, okay. Does it last for very long, or is it just like a...
It depends on the ability of the person using it.
Fuck. Okay. Is that why Greenhall is the way it is? All frozen in place? Okay. Is that why everything's a statue down there?
Well, there's only one statue. It's Sanka. All the rest are just bodies.
Are they dead?
Yep, they have been for 200 years.
Okay.
Guys!
Do you know who the white eel belongs to?
White eel?
When I went down there with you, I saw a white eel guarding... Oh, not guarding, but they knew where the crystal was.
No, I don't know.
Maybe you should let her know about that.
I'm gonna. That's weird. That nothing should be living down there.
We'll leave the pocket watch for now.
Okay, well, I don't think it's inside the statue. I don't know if I could even get it.
Senna wants it back.
Oh.
But she's been, and you can tell Donna, she's been helping us destroy the Heidelin staves.
Well, I guess it was Talon's.
Yeah, that's why she wants it back.
I'll ask her what she thinks.
Okay. But yeah, that's what I wanted to ask about, and if it's possible to get the pocket watch back at some point, I would like to give it back to her if it's not going to destroy the world or something.
Hey, you know what I could do?
What?
I know somebody who has pretty cool stuff.
Okay.
Maybe they could let you pick something out, because I do think you deserve something.
Is it the goose?
Yeah.
Is he gonna give me another thing that deletes all my clothes?
He gave you that?
Yes.
Oh. Well, hopefully not.
Hopefully not. He tried to give me a tin cup before that.
Oh, he likes shiny stuff.
I know he does. Ted is great. I love Ted.
Yeah, he is.
If you want to do that, that's fine.
Yeah. And he takes off.
Okay.
Oh, bye.
Yep, bye.
Did you need anything else?
No, I'm good. That's
Okay,
all.
bye.
Okay, bye.
He takes off.
It's just, oh, God, talking to geese and fish and fucking everything.
You're a druid.
Oh, it's a weird life. I will get back on my horse, put it back in drive, and go to the ferry and make my way across and over to everybody.
So, Marin, Silas, and Co.
Yeah.
You guys get back to the, where do you go first?
I think let's take Sylphie under, like, where our rooms are normally.
In Manamarig?
Yeah, and we'll set her up.
Okay. Yeah, getting into the Manamarig, things are busy, and Sylphie's kind of glad she's riding on Bull's back because it would be too difficult to dodge through everybody, and everybody just gets out of Bull's way. But you head down, and along the way, you do see Justine is down there now, and she's making her way toward one of the rooms as well. Everything seems to be being run by some of the druids from Green's March.
That's probably best.
But as you guys get down there, Justine, who stopped to talk to somebody, sees you guys heading down, and she sees Sylphie, and she's like, is that her? And
Yep.
she comes walking up, and Sylphie looks down at her, and sort of that normal distrust that Sylphie has of new people. And Justine walks up with a smile. She's like, "Hi, I'm Justine. I guess I'm your sister-in-law." And Sylphie looks down at you, Marin, and says, "We're gonna have a talk about that, by the way." And she leans down and she actually greets Justine with a hug. And yeah, and they chat a little bit, but Justine's like, "You look exhausted. Don't let me keep you. We'll talk later." And she heads off to her own room while Sylphie is practically falling asleep against Bull's back. And he carries her down the hallway toward one of the doors that you guys point out.
Sai, do you want to go tell Quinn and get him down here before she passes out?
Sure. Where is he?
I don't know.
I'll ask around. Okay. And he takes off.
Okay, I'll just put Sylphie in bed, and I'm just like harried older sister, just like, "Okay, are you comfy? Do you need another pillow?
I'm
Are you
fine.
hungry?
I'm
I can go
good.
get you food."
Marin, and she like takes you by the face. I'm good.
Yeah, sorry. I kind of just slump a little bit and sit on the bed next to her. I'm like, I just realized how tired I am.
And she grabs you by the shoulder and pulls you down. It's very weak. It's like she tugs and you're like, "I guess I should go."
Yeah.
Yeah. And she like throws the blanket half over you and she like cuddles up next to your side.
I'll cuddle up next to her
Okay, now you can't die. Wait, this isn't a trade back and forth thing.
too. No,
Oh, Jesus.
it's... Silas can bring me back to life, so it'll be fine.
Oh, you married a useful guy.
He's useful now. There's a lot of...
And she pokes your chest and she's like, "By the way, you fucking got married?"
It was...
What the fuck?
Okay, I didn't get to tell you this before, but I have some issues with control.
No.
And don't. Okay, just don't. You died, and then we got into this big hurricane and almost died, and I needed something. I already gave myself like a crazy haircut, and there was something else that
Yeah, I
needed
was
to
gonna
do.
say, aren't you supposed to dye your hair when that shit happens?
Yeah, it was more of a
dude.
yeah. Well, apparently, I'm just stupider than your average person.
You're not. You're smarter than I am.
About that.
I'm pretty sure you are.
Yeah, so it was all because, and like the whole walker thing and stuff like that, and so I needed something. But it all worked out. He's good. We're good.
Yeah, he seemed okay. I wasn't done judging him yet.
Yeah, there's plenty to judge him for, don't worry.
Yes, if you like him.
I more than like him, actually.
Okay.
Okay.
I missed you.
I missed you.
Being dead is boring.
Yeah, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And I mean, there's actually kind of stuff to do when I was dead, but I can't imagine how bored you must have been.
Yeah, sitting there for 10 years just thinking about how terrible your life wasn't necessarily my idea of a good time, so.
Yeah, every time I started to feel bad, I was like, at least I got people to talk to.
How's Mom?
A lot better.
Yeah?
But you know, when most of your life is fear and pain, death is pretty good. Sorry, that was dark.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're not wrong.
Titan.
Boy?
What? I say get off that counter.
What was the gif I found recently? Oh, it was what in cornbread hell?
That's funny.
It's ridiculous.
All
I had to do was pick up a spoon, and he was like, "Oh fuck!" I've never hit him, but apparently
Yeah.
he gets it.
It's the same with Bucky. I don't know. All I have to do is be like, and he'll be like, oh. And I'm like, I've never done anything to you. Why are you? I'm just glad, because last time we talked, you didn't remember her.
Yeah, you actually kind of got to talk to her a little bit, and Dad. That was crazy.
You talked to him too.
Yeah. All he could talk about was you. Like, gee, thanks, Dad. I'm your actual kid.
Sorry. I guess I was just too perfect.
No, I was too young to develop an actual personality, so you were the favorite.
That's true. I miss him too.
He's pretty cool. He fishes all the time.
I know, he would take me out every once in a while, go fish.
He's so
down at the
boring.
beach. I don't know. I kind of liked it.
And then, obviously, Bull showed up at some point. And
Yeah.
that was nice. Got to hang out, and you know, when you can't like run out of breath or feel awful, like going running is actually kind of fun. I don't want to do it while I'm alive. But
I'm
literally all that boy did was run.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty normal.
He's probably running right now.
Probably. I mean, he has however many extra legs.
You hear the ticking of paws on the floor.
Yep.
It was okay. It was just boring as fuck. And I worried about you the whole time.
I've been fine. I mean, I wasn't for a while. I thought I was going to fall apart for a while,
a lot better now.
Physically, I mean, mentally, I guess. Sure. But I don't know. I am better. There's, I guess getting untethered helped a lot. And oh, I'll show you my new trick, and I'm going to summon Flameheart.
Gun form?
Yep.
Jesus!
Yep.
And it just appears in a shower of blue sparkles.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, that looks exactly like your other gun.
Mm-hmm. But this one's fiery. It's like a fiery gun.
I'm still not clear on all of that.
Okay, well, how long do you have?
Literally the rest of my life.
So basically...
And cut.
Yeah.
Get what you're doing.
Okay. No, I was just
what?
gonna say I would just give her the brief rundown of, like, that's all that happened. and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
You get the similar, like, what the fuck reaction that you get from most people. And eventually she falls asleep while you're talking.
Yeah.
Perfect. I will come back down into the place. I'm gonna keep my eye out for Ted as I'm going. But I probably go find. Yeah? Did I actually hear him?
No.
Oh.
I just made the sound.
Okay. I go find Quinn.
Okay. You find him about the same time Silas does.
Oh.
So as you're walking up, you're like, "Hey, Quinn," Silas does the exact same thing, and he stops, and he's like, "Oh no, you go first."
No, what did you need? Mine might take a minute.
Mine might incapacitate me.
Are you gonna hurt him?
No.
Oh. What do you need?
The
thing?
the sister.
Yeah, what about her?
Oh my god, Kit, just say your thing.
No, I actually need to take him away for a while, so...
Do your thing first, I'll be back. And he walks away.
Okay. Hi, Quinn.
Hi.
Apparently you're very fucking popular around here.
I'm generally pretty popular anyway.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yep.
So... I have a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
I don't really know how to ask this, but...
You say words.
Well, do you guys need somebody to watch over this place? Or do you have somebody?
I mean, we don't have anybody in particular.
I don't want to leave everybody, but at the same time, I don't want to leave this place unprotected either.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not going to be left unprotected. It's just going to be kind of unorganized.
Yeah. I know some of the druids from Green's March are here. I don't know if one of them wants to take over or even can.
Well, Kennah didn't really get a chance to train anybody up well enough.
Okay.
Is this the moment?
Well, I don't want I'm actually talking to Quinn still. I'm like, I don't want the same thing to happen last time. I don't want it to happen again. And we have so much to do, and I don't know what I should do.
Well, do you think you're more... Well, there's two ways to look at it. Where do you think you could be more useful, and where would you be happier?
I would be happier with them.
Okay. That's all you need to know.
What if this place is destroyed again? What will we do?
Figure it out like we did last time.
Yeah, but we don't have a god to save us this time.
Yeah, well.
I mean, we have Senna, but is Senna awake?
Yeah, she's around here or something.
Okay. I will find her next, but it's... Yeah. Are the crystals still locked up?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the Malandrada have been really nice about keeping a lookout throughout the bottom of the Manamarig, so
Okay.
things seem pretty in order.
Gotcha. There's gonna be another person staying here. Haley, I think you know her. Haley
Haley
Malinar.
Malinar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's part of the family.
Okay, cool. She's gonna be getting something from Senna as well. So, and then she'll...
Is that where she went?
Oh, is she doing that already? God damn it! It's my turn! I look at him, I'm like, where is Senna?
I think downstairs.
Bye! And I will run downstairs as fast as I can.
And you pass by Silas, who's like, "Is it my turn?"
Yes, go, get out of my way!
Okay. Quinn! And he goes to Quinn to tell him.
God damn it!
Yeah, you take off down into the waterfall caves and you just whoosh past all the Malandrada, and they just watch you go like, oh.
Weird.
The waterfall is still frozen in place, so you get up to it, because the only way to the chamber is through the waterfall. You get up to it and you're like, how the fuck do I? And you just walk through it and it leaves a perfectly kit-shaped hole through the water.
Perfect.
And you just sort of push the droplets away. And you head back as the heat begins to rise, and you get into the back obsidian chamber with the lava flow, and into the room with the hanging spike balls that were meant to hold the staves. And you see it is very different. It is entirely... The room from floor to ceiling is surrounded in vines. And the hanging spheres are also covered in vines. You see standing in the middle of the room, Haley Malinar in partial armor is standing across from Senna. And Senna is currently speaking to her, explaining the process. Senna looks very tired.
I will look over to Senna and be like, I'm gonna interrupt them and be like, okay, hey.
Yes?
I would like to request, I know this is probably very not okay, but I would like to request that I'm next, but also I would like to request that I would like to make sure that you're okay, because you look tired.
You always tired.
Well, have you taken the other crystals?
No.
If they'll help you, you could take them.
And she looks up at the hanging spheres. The only one still in here is the Gaitha hide.
Okay.
Titan. Get. God damn it.
That cat.
Rascal.
A rascal.
Little rapscallion.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Like how you're just busting in there being like, me next.
It is me next. I'm tired of fucking having to wait 3 days every time she does this.
I get it.
Ugh. It's the worst. The fucking Haley Malinar is like, oh, I'm gonna get it. Da-da.
Just trying to help, you bitch.
I'm tired of it.
Anyway.
Oh.
What did you say?
I ask her, I'm like, I know you're tired, but if you need to take one of the other crystals to help, you can.
Yeah, she glances up at the sphere where the Gaitha hide is, and she reaches out a hand toward it, and you see vines start to snap as the sphere lowers, and the spikes pop out of it, and it opens. And the Gaitha hide hurricane crystal drops into her hand, and she looks down at it, and then at you, and says, "It's interesting that the staff always seems to come around when you're around."
Do you think I should take that one instead?
No. You've already had experience with this one.
Yeah.
But would that be bad?
You can't
The
take it.
the Ordenhide... Well, no, I don't have markings anymore. They're gone.
But you've interacted with
Oh.
Gaitha.
Yeah, okay.
So.
No, you're right.
But she takes this sphere and glances at you before pushing it into the center of her chest, and you see it just melt through her dress and her skin. And as it goes, she takes a deep breath in, and you see her skin start to get back some of its color, and you see her form straighten, and she gains a couple of inches in height, and she blinks, and besides the hints of brown and white in her eyes, this sort of silvery color goes through her eyes, and she takes another deep breath, and you feel, not like when a staff is destroyed, but you feel a small shockwave go out from her. And it doesn't improve her as much as you thought it might. Like, it doesn't restore her to what she was like before she gave up a staff. It
Gotcha.
seems to be diminishing returns each time. And she looks at Haley and says, I suppose then... Or, no, she's not English. I suppose then you'll have to wait a while. And Haley nods and says, he's the one in charge of this stuff, so...
I kind of look at Haley, and I'm like, I'm really sorry.
No, honestly, I was terrified. I'm good to have a couple more days to get my head on straight.
Take the time you need. We're gonna be heading back to Constanos as soon as we can, and to help there. We're actually, look at Haley, I'm like, we're actually looking for people to help here and to keep this place protected too. So if that is something that you wish to do,
Well,
or if you know somebody, or if Dee wants to help with that, that would be great.
well, I mean, Dee's better at managing things than me. I mean, she kind of runs a whole town, but
That's true.
I want to help with this, but I gotta look after home first.
That makes perfect sense.
But as soon as that's done, I'll be back here.
Okay.
So,
Do you want to stay and watch the process so you know what to expect?
Nope. And she turns and walks away.
Okay.
Don't want to know. It's like looking at a needle.
After she leaves, I'll walk up to Senna and I'll hold out one of my hands for hers.
And she reaches out. Her hand is colder than expected.
I talked to Maz about your pocket watch.
What did he say?
I know where it is. We're gonna try to get it Taldonost is not... She's worried about removing it because it's holding all of Greenhall in stasis. And we also have... There's something alive down there that shouldn't be, and we need to figure out what's going on.
What is it?
It's a white eel, is what I saw. But it was near the Gaithahide crystal when I found it.
Wait, and she lets go of your hands.
Oh, no.
And she reaches into a pocket on her dress, and you see her pull out this shattered piece of white stone. Do you know what this is?
Do I know what it is?
Well, as she holds it out to you, you see it seems to be a broken piece of like a stone tablet. You can see it has one rounded worked edge, but the rest is shattered. But in the corner of the stone tablet, you see this texture that looks like maybe rock or maybe ice. It's all like a relief texture. And in the corner, you see an eel. Just sort of poking out from the side of the frame.
Can you use the stone to see?
See what?
Anything.
I don't know.
Where'd you
woke
find it?
up with it after the calamity.
Can I borrow it?
Yes, I don't think it's enchanted.
Okay. I might be able to talk to Taldonost and figure out... This might be a clue, so she can help figure out what it is.
And if you want to make a history or religion check.
I would love to do that.
Alright, history, religion. History, intelligence, religion, same thing. 16.
16. It's definitely ice, not stone, that's depicted.
Okay.
And...
It's made of ice?
No. It's an image of ice.
Okay.
Like a glacier. And as you're looking at the edges, you realize there's a little more of a worked edge of something here. And you can start to work out the edge of a rune letter.
Okay.
And you're pretty sure it's the rune Yera, which is a J.
Okay. Rune. Okay.
So what you can work out is that depicted are the rune J, a glacier, and a white eel.
Glacier and a white eel. That sounds like something from up here. I'm just gonna look at the map real quick. Excuse me. Could be what?
Yandalarka?
Yeah? What?
Because glacier, which is basically...
Yandalarka. I'm just gonna say that out loud. You're like, Yandalarka maybe?
And her eyebrows furrow, and she says, "What? I know that name."
It was what was here before Haven.
No, Ilarka. What is that?
I think I remember what it was. I just can't remember myself. Me. Can't remember. It was who was running this place first. It was like a demon or a god or something like that. It had that was the name of the town that was here before Haven.
wish I could ask Kennah.
I can ask Taldanost.
I don't know why I know it. It sounds awful, and I don't know why.
No, it's okay. We'll figure it out.
There was a town here before?
Yeah,
Before what?
before the Manamarig, maybe?
The Age of Frost?
Yes. It's really, really old. But he's gone for a reason. So I'd be worried if he knew where the crystals were or wanted to get a hold of them.
But gods can't. I don't remember. I know him.
I'm sure you all knew each other at one point.
I don't think he was one of us.
You don't think he was a god?
No, I don't know, but he wasn't family.
Okay.
Tom would know.
Well, we're gonna...
There are libraries in the temples. I'll look later. We need to get you taken care of first.
We're gonna go to a temple as well to try to talk to Talon again, so we can always ask him as well.
Which staff did you want?
The Seppenhide, please.
Okay. And you can see she's thoroughly rattled and she does not know why.
That is
she
not good.
reaches out to take your hand and you can feel her shaking.
I just look up at her. I'm like, hey, it's okay.
Is it?
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
People like Kennah and even mortals, they know more about me than I can remember.
It's okay.
I feel like I'm missing something obvious all the time.
We're gonna do our best to help you find it.
When she closes her eyes and takes a deep breath as she's holding onto your hand and steadies herself, and she has you lie down on the vine-covered floor, and she says, "Okay, you'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
I might be out."
That's okay.
Okay. And she lays one hand on your forehead and one on your chest. And as she begins to focus and you feel yourself starting to be drained, you hear that familiar voice just growling, but it's not at you. It's at Senna.
Gotcha.
It's a mix of languages. You think you can pick out Giantish mostly. But from what you can gather, because Thunar is related to Giantish, it's just slews of threats and insults.
Gotcha.
And just death. And the very familiar give them back. But as you begin to fade, she doesn't seem to be answering this voice, but you can tell she can hear it. And then your vision tunnels and you're gone. And there's a moment where everything is black and you can still think. And you start to think, well, this is uncomfortable. And the blackness around you starts to gray and grow sort of misty. And you can start to see figures, often what might be fog. And a lot of them look really familiar. You can't place them, but it's people that you swear you knew a long, long time ago. They're all Dhulmarig. And you see a few faces that you can still recall, but most of them are blurred or foggy. And in amongst them, there are two faces that stand out more than any of the others. Mm-hmm. One is a tough but sort of lively feminine face where as she sees you, she gets her this grin on her face where one side of her smile goes up a little further than the other. Very familiar to you. And you see this calm male figure next to her, slightly shorter than she is. And he's just sort of holding on to her arm, and he looks around her at you and smiles as well. You can see the cracked canine tooth that he never got fixed. And they just smile at you before you are sucked backward. And you are plunged into a void of blue. And something wraps around your hand. At first, it's almost like a tendril, but it's not slimy. It's sort of warm and almost gelatinous, but firm.
Okay.
It's a weird texture. It'd be like grabbing onto a dry octopus tentacle.
Mm-hmm.
Without the suckers. And you blink, and your eyes open a little slower than you're expecting. And you see Senna collapsed against you, sort of her head on the middle of your chest where she's just fallen. And you feel water running down the side of your neck. And you reach up instinctively. There's something there, a patch of skin that feels a little different and a little raw. But it dries. You feel amazing.
I will gently move Senna off of me.
Okay.
And I will try to summon the staff.
Okay. You've never been in contact with the Sephan High.
Yeah. I'm thinking about all the other things that I know about the other staves, and I'm like trying stuff.
Make a history check just for fun.
Okay.
Or
Nat 1.
Oh, okay.
This is going well.
You sit there experimenting with all the hand motions you know, and you're like, no, clockwise thing doesn't work. Nope. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, as you're looking down at Senna, you instinctively reach up to this patch on the side of your neck again. You don't know what it is. But make me a perception check.
I'm good at that. 21.
Okay. Glancing around, this room is almost perfectly spherical, and you notice a pool of water has gathered in the center, away from you guys, that seems to have run down from where you were. And you see something glimmering in the water.
I'll walk over to it.
And you see a perfectly spherical blue crystal.
I'll pick it up.
And as you pick it up, you see there's a little streak of orange that just orbits through the middle of it. Constantly.
I will take it and I'll run my finger around the ring.
You follow it and it suddenly extends into a beautiful white driftwood gnarled staff, wrapping almost like claws around the sphere at the end. And the orange dot goes away and you hear a little splash and you see Maz down there. It's like, hey, you did it.
Hey.
He doesn't actually say that, but
Oh.
it's a kind of like excited look.
I look down at him. I'm like, I'll look back at the staff and kind of put my hand on top of the crystal and be like, it's nice to meet you, Nyx.
Nyx?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Nix.
I like it.
It's a Nord water spirit.
Oh. I thought it sounded familiar.
Everybody else has like cool names for theirs, and I'm just like, it's
A Flameheart!
it's a fire thing.
No, yours is great though. I love yours.
But you also had time to think.
I did. I've been choosing it for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah. I just say, nice to meet you, Nyx. And then I look down at Maz. I'm like, how'd you get in here?
You can't answer.
Oh, I look at Senna, look back at the fish, sit down and spend 10 minutes casting Speak with Animals.
Okay. As you finish the spell, he's like, hi.
Hey, thanks. How did you get in here?
Very carefully.
Better question, how are you gonna get back out?
Very carefully.
Okay. Do you need something?
No, I just came to help.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
Appreciate. Oh, okay. Now I know how to summon it now. So, thank you. Do you need anything? Do you need help?
Well, I asked Valdonost about the eel.
Yeah, I found a clue.
Well, let me see.
I hold out the stone.
And
I'm like,
he kind
I
of
think
looks at it.
so. It's got this rune on it, and I think when I mentioned Yondalarka, Senna got really freaked out, but she doesn't understand why.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't say that to her.
Oh?
Well, if you're right, we were way off. Ilarka is the demon god who caused the Age of Frost. He killed her kids. Or, well, he made her son kill his sisters, and then Talon killed him.
Okay. The reason I say it might be a clue is because there's an eel on here.
Yeah.
But I don't... Is he still alive? How could he be watching the crystals? Or was he watching Sanka?
Okay,
Sorry.
So here's... Listen, I'm a fish. I'm technically a dragon.
You're
but
not
I'm
just a fish. Okay.
I only really know what goes on in the water most of the time, but here's what I do know. Ilarka was the one who gave Olgar Hydaelyn his powers.
Oh.
And Olgar Hydaelyn made Senka.
Okay.
So...
Okay.
That's all I got.
That would actually make sense. Sorry, I'm just writing things down. So
like,
he's not...
Ilarka's an actual god.
So he's not actually dead, is what you're saying.
Well, I mean, gods don't really die, but he's outside of the Demiware.
On our side? On the mortal side?
No, he's outside with the other gods.
Oh, okay.
He comes from his own plane. Where it's a long story. It all happened in dissolution.
It's fine.
He's cursed forever, and
Same.
he's real bad.
Okay. That's good to know. Okay. Well, thank you for your help. I'll keep trying to figure out what's going on, but...
Sure. I'm gonna go see if I can find Surmir and tell her that a creepy eel is in her place.
Yeah. Can you also tell the serpent here thank you for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm gonna take Senna back. She needs help.
He looks over, he's like, oh, she doesn't look good.
No, she doesn't, and it's getting worse every time she does this.
That's worrying. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that.
I don't know if there's anything any of us can do. She just absorbed a whole new staff before she did this, and she still looks worse.
I'll keep an ear out. This is a little bit above my
No, I know.
station.
It's above mine too, believe me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Good luck. Congratulations. Hi, Nix.
Thanks. We'll
Bye.
see you.
And
Bye.
He dives and just disappears into this shallow pool.
Um,
But you do feel. P.S. Everybody else would have felt the pulse when that happened. As you step back and you're holding on to this driftwood staff, it does have this pleasant sort of hum to it. And as Maz disappears, the humming goes away.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
That's interesting. Okay. I will take it and I'll kind of like give it like wing it around and pop it away.
Okay, it disappears in a basically as if the staff itself shatters into
Ooh.
like little pieces of bark, and then they disappear before they hit the floor.
Okay. I will go over and pick up Senna if I can.
You can. She is disturbingly light.
Okay. I will pick her up and I will take her back up to her chamber.
It's a long trek. What's your strength score?
12.
You'll make it. Barely. By
like,
the time you get up there, you're like,
oh God. I felt really good before this and not
It
anymore.
weighs like 90 pounds, but God. But yeah, you get her upstairs to a bed. She's passed out once again.
I will. Yeah.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I say I'll just go find everybody.
So Marin, while all that was happening, you got woken up by a sudden, like somebody just like did to your chest, and Flameheart just goes.
Okay, I like bolt up. I'm like, oh boy.
Oh, it's back. Oh God, where is it? Oh God.
What?
Oh no.
It's the Sephenhide, it's back.
What, is that bad?
I don't like it. He's mean.
Mean?
The fire and water staffs.
Yeah, they hate each other.
Oh, no.
Before.
Okay, well, I'm sure if it's a Sephenhide, it's probably Kit.
Don't let him touch me.
It's probably Kit.
It's gross.
It's probably Kit. And he's probably different.
Don't touch me.
He's probably different.
Oh, he's bad.
No, you're different now, right? Yeah, so that means he's probably different, so you'll just have to get to know him and figure it out. It's fine. You're fine. We're all fine.
Only if he apologizes first.
We'll
Oh
talk
my
about
God. If Nyx takes after Kit in any way, there will be no apologies.
it. Oh hell no.
Yeah, but Kit, you get up to the rooms about that time as Marin is trying desperately to tell Flameheart it's going to be fine. And as you get closer and closer to Marin's room, the Nyx begins to hum again, but it's a little more. It's less of like a. Before it was almost like a crystal glass hum. Mm-hmm. This is much more rough, like playing a sound through a speaker, like one of those vibration sounds. It's much rougher.
Yeah.
Not terribly happy.
Mm-hmm.
And as Nyx gets closer, Flameheart's like, "Oh God, he's coming! Oh God! Don't look at him! Don't look at him!"
I can't. What?
I
can't not look.
I'm like stopped outside the door and like, what is going on? And I was just like, okay, stop doing that. What are you doing? And I will walk through the door.
You what?
I walk through the door.
Oh, you just walk right in.
Yeah, I just walk. Well, I knock and I'm like, hey, I'm coming in.
Okay, sure.
Okay, you step in, and you see Marin is holding on to Flameheart, and Flameheart is just pulsing blue very lightly, and Nyx starts to pulse red.
Oh.
Almost like heartbeats picking up.
Well, I don't have the staff out, so I guess I'll...
Oh, well, okay, in that case, you'd be hearing the vibration in your head, and the pulsing will actually go, like, you'll see, like, red flashes in your eyes.
Okay.
Not very bright, but, Marin,
Like-
as Kit steps in, you see his eyes have gone from gold to a beautiful cerulean blue.
Oh.
Hey.
So I see you did some talking Senna.
Yeah, what... Did this happen to you when you did this? I'd like... God, all my vision is red on the sides, and it's just like this constant noise.
I don't think that they like each other.
Oh my God. Okay.
Flameheart's freaking out right now. He said that Sefin was mean, and he needs to apologize for being mean.
His name is Nyx.
Okay.
Nyx, oh my God, calm down. Thank you. Jesus.
Still vibrating, but quieter.
A little less coffee.
Nyx
Wow.
was apparently a bit of a prick.
Okay, stop. Don't say rude things.
Flameheart. I'm just reiterating what has been said to me. Also, I get out of bed and I'm trying to be kind of quiet. So
Yeah, Sophie's
Yeah.
still asleep.
Do you wanna take this outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll both go outside.
Okay.
The closer you get to Kit, the more Flameheart's like, no.
Shut. Quiet.
We'll go outside the door. Let's get a little ways away from the door or like something.
Okay, we'll go to my room.
Okay.
I don't think Silas is there.
No, he's not.
So I'll do the motion again and pull out Nyx. I'd be like, listen.
Beautiful white driftwood staff with a cerulean blue orb, and Kit's eyes turn to their original amber color.
Oh,
I like it.
The gold is gone.
thanks. I like it too. It's interesting.
With orbiting bits of blue.
I'll like look at the staff in my hand and be like, Nyx,
It is visibly vibrating
Yeah.
now and pulsing red.
Nyx, calm down. Thank you.
I will turn Flameheart into a staff.
He starts doing the same thing, vibrating and pulsing blue.
No, we're not. We're gonna
You-
be nice.
Yes.
We are gonna put our differences aside.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
No, he's
we
mean.
are. Flameheart.
I can't hear
By the
Flameheart,
way,
obviously.
No, Kit, you can hear this now. He
Oh, I
has
can hear
begun to
Flameheart?
Develop the ability to speak loud.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll be like, Flameheart, Nyx is not what he used to be.
just like, and I look at Nyx.
If a staff could narrow its eyes.
Yeah. I also look at Nyx and I'm like, I know you can't speak yet, but I know you're not who you used to be, and neither is Flameheart. I have worked with Flameheart, and he has helped me survive.
It's like introducing cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pet one, let the other sniff your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nyx begins to stop vibrating. But the pulsing red keeps on, not quite as fast. And Flameheart's still like...
I know it's going to take time for you guys to get to know each other and to possibly one day be tolerating of each other, to be tolerant, yes, of each other. Thank you. It's 12:30. And it's going to take some time, but you guys can't act like this when you're near each other because we have to work together.
Mm-hmm.
We're all the team here. And you two don't have to be bound by the same rules as you were before.
This is a new start.
Yes.
For all of us.
It's a new life. It's a new day.
All right. Yeah.
On one condition.
Oh, God.
When he can speak, he has to apologize.
Are you going to apologize too?
What would he have done?
I think they should both apologize to each other.
What would he have done? Nyx had all the power to put him out.
What?
Fire can turn water into nothing. Fire can vaporize water just as much as water can put out fire. Marin, don't take sides. We have to get the kids.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
Co-parenting here.
Okay.
Yeah, Flameheart's like, I guess I'll apologize too.
Okay. I think if everybody can apologize and start over on a good foot, I think we'll all be fine.
I think that's more than fair.
Is that going to be okay with you, Nyx?
The red pulsing stops.
Okay.
And Flameheart sighs. I'm sorry for trying to blow you up a lot. I don't want to do that anymore. Mostly. And Nyx is silent. Obviously, he can't respond. Flameheart, you can hear it in his voice that he's getting all like weird. He's like,
I think that's a great start.
Yes. Thank you, Flameheart. That was great.
I feel like we're in group therapy.
Right.
Yeah. But Flameheart then, Kit, you do not hear this as Flameheart speaks directly to Marin as he says, I guess he doesn't feel like a jerk anymore. Well, he feels like Kit jerk. But
Yeah, I mean, that's a manageable jerk. We can work with that.
I guess. He's hitting the teenage phase.
Yeah, I'll just kind of pat him on his little crystal and be like, all right, you're good. I didn't even know if I wanted kids. Is this what having kids is like? Oh God.
Yes.
I have no idea, but I'm not keen to repeat it.
Kit, as you're holding on to Nyx, you can feel the staff like warp under your hand. He's being kind of squirrely. Like, you haven't seen Flameheart or Kelley do this, but he's like really energetic, and the staff changes like configuration in your hand, like the driftwood warps in different ways.
Interesting. I like look at it. I'm like, do need to let out some energy or something? Are you...
The moment you suggest it, there is a bright blue flash, and you feel something grab your arm. And at first, your first instinct is to pull away, but something comes with it, and you look, and suddenly there is this long vambrace across your entire arm that has like it looks like driftwood, but it has joints in it and like patterns carved into it.
Ooh.
And
okay.
like there is like a small starfish on the outside of your thumb joint, and it's beautiful. And as you like bend your wrist and your fingers, because the plates come out over the bottom, up to your first knuckles, it all moves as if it's all held together with really supple leather. And it's beautiful and comfortable and weightless.
Is it like shoulder to hand or?
It would be from elbow to first knuckles.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's on its way to a gauntlet, but not quite.
Gotcha.
It's a vambrace mostly.
Gotcha. I like turn it over in my hand. I'm like, that's interesting.
Yeah, jeez. I get to at least choose what mine...
I have this weird feeling that Nyx is going to be a lot more, without sounding stupid, a lot more fluid.
Ha ha ha.
No, I'm not trying to be funny.
I know you're not.
Actually,
And
this
you
is a little
both-
weird.
You both hear Flameheart go, yeah, he's weird.
Do you...
He changes his mind all the time.
Oh, God.
He's weird.
Okay.
He's fickle like the sea.
Oh,
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 great. Cool. Well,
well,
give Kit all the chaos.
great.
I mean, he wouldn't want it any other way, right?
Yeah.
And about that time, Nyx flashes again and turns into this beautiful white armband made of driftwood around your upper arm.
Okay.
That's a good aesthetic for you.
Is this just going to be like one accessory after the other?
He's trying things.
Oh, I mean, feel free to try things.
And it flashes again, and you feel something grab your neck, and you're just like, oh, and you realize you have a wooden torque necklace now.
Oh, that's kind of boho. Oh, is this just like what you're going to be while you're hanging around, or is this like what you're going to be
Can't
permanently?
talk to you.
Okay, that's true.
It takes a little bit.
What about like a crown?
Hold on one second.
You're thinking like kind of like the Siths, like this kind of thing, not like
No, this is fine. I'm fine with both, and like the big
Alright.
gem right in the middle.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
There is another flash, and you feel something clamp around your head. And Marin, you see a gnarled, twisted driftwood crown that has a silver band around the bottom. It almost looks like a crown of thorns, and there is a circular gem set into the front. It's like little tendrils of wood sticking up, and then there is a larger front spike.
Now you're King, High Elder Master, Super Mega Druid.
That's damn right.
Wow. Everything you've always wanted.
Yeah.
And
Proud
it
of you.
flashes again, and you suddenly have a spiraling earring made of driftwood
Huh.
with
This
a
is-
little tiny blue gem hanging on the bottom.
I don't know. I feel like that's kind of understated, yeah. A little-
It's more understated than the crown.
well,
And you guys hear Flameheart go, show off.
Yeah.
But after the earring, it sort of it stops messing around so much. You get the idea he wore himself out.
Do you want to, I like touch it a couple times, be like, do you want to go back to staff, or do you just want to go be away for a while?
He can't talk.
I know. I was just hoping he would like give me an idea, but I will I'll just be like, why don't you take a rest for a while, and I'll dismiss it. Yeah.
It disappears in a shatter of driftwood, which two disappear before they hit the ground.
Interesting. Huh. That's gonna be fun to get used to.
Yeah, welcome to your staff.
It's the equivalent of having a snake that just never stops, just all over you, all the time. It's a necklace. It's an armband. It's a belt. It's everywhere.
I actually have some ideas for how I want it to look. So, but yeah. Cool.
Congratulations on getting the squirreliest fucking staff.
I'm so ready for it.
Like, as I've been thinking about how they should act and be, Sephenhyde got the, like, ADD kid personality, which will be augmented by Kit's personality.
Yes.
Flameheart got the I just want to help kind of thing. Kelley to a different extent. Well, Flameheart is more of the I want to help you fuck shit up kind of personality. Yeah. Kelley is the I just want to help. And Nova is going to be suitably energetic, but a little more reserved.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how's Sylphie doing? Is she just resting?
Yeah, she conked out pretty much. As soon as I started explaining all this, she got suitably bored.
I put Senna back in her room. She's not looking good.
What about the Geitha? Did you give that to her?
Yeah, I told her to take it. It didn't do much. She looks worse now, even though she's got another one.
I mean, she's a god, right? She can't...
She's a ghost of a god.
She can't die.
No, but I don't want to make her miserable. Even though we have every right to ask her to be miserable after everything she's helped with, but she was also under somebody else's influence. It'd be like us hating you because you were a walker.
I mean, it would be you guys hating me after I got from under the influence of the cult and just went around screwing people over on wheels.
Yeah.
We have reason to hate her, but I also don't. I really do think she's trying to help, and
I think so too.
I think she's trying to make amends, and it doesn't feel good to have her waste away.
Yeah.
Just for that.
I don't want to complicate things more, but I talked to Maz, and I asked him about the pocket watch.
Oh, Jesus.
Apparently it can freeze time, and that is why the entire city of Greenhall is still frozen the way it was when the calamity happened.
Wonderful.
To add another layer of complication to that, we started talking about the white eel that I saw while I was down there, and I told Senna about it, and she gave me this, and I show Marin the stone. You can see the little eel on it and the rune. I wondered if this might, because of the glacier and everything, I wonder if this might have something to do with Jan Alarka.
Possibly.
When I mentioned that name to her, she started to panic, and she didn't understand why. And I asked Maz, Jan Alarka killed all of her children. Talon killed him, but...
To clarify,
yeah.
Jan Alarka took... he corrupted Taiylor, which
Yeah.
was Senna's youngest son. Only son, youngest child. Taiylor killed his elder sisters. Talon became the god of revenge by killing his own son for doing that. During the dissolution, that was one of the things that actually set off the major battles of the dissolution, was the deaths of Senna's children. Ilarka, or Taiylor also killed Senna. Talon killed him. Ilarka was not killed, but he was caught and cursed to suffer unbearable pain for the rest of his existence by Talon. And then the rest of the dissolution happened.
Yeah.
Ilarka was also responsible for the Age of Frost, which he ruled over from where Haven is now. Jan Ilarka.
I will...
Is there anything else I'm missing? The Manamarig crashed into Jan Ilarka, thus destroying it, creating safety for the new people to settle.
Gotcha. I will relay that to Marin, but the other part of it is that Jan Alarka is the reason that Algar got his powers. So Jan Alarka made Algar made Sanka, and then Sanka caused the calamity.
It just comes back to that asshole.
Yep. So if that's who the eel belongs to, it makes sense that he might be watching. I don't know if he can really do anything, but he's watching. And we're taking away his biggest pawn in the game.
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, there's so many pieces.
Honestly, that's the last thing that I'm thinking of right now.
I want to give that pocket watch to her, but I also... Maz said that Taldanos doesn't know if she can even let me back into Greenhall. Again, so...
Have to go through Sir here.
Yeah.
That's for another day.
Yeah.
Another month, year, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's,
Just keeping you up to date with all the info.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a hug again.
Oh God, what happens?
Sorry, I should have asked you, but...
No, it's fine. Are the staves freaking out?
I'm hugging him.
Yeah.
What?
We're just wondering if the staves are...
Yeah, if they like have a panic
Having
attack
a
because we
fit.
touch each other.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Nick's less so.
Okay.
But Flameheart's like, no.
Stop it. I'll pull away.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just...
No, it's okay.
Thanks for bringing...
Yeah.
for bringing her back.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I've been wanting to do it for a long time. You know what we should do?
What?
We should show her the super cool grave I made for her.
I mean, we could.
We could.
Just pop in through
Yeah.
that tree.
It's true. I wonder if we can use the new trees here to travel. The ones outside the barrier.
Oh. Well, they are plants.
Yeah?
We could.
I'm a little concerned about touching the overgrowth.
Well, we can experiment.
Yeah. I mean, I've
But-
already touched it and nothing happened, but I also now just took one of the staves, so I
Yeah.
don't know what's gonna happen.
But for
Yeah.
real, I'm trying to be sincere here.
Mm-hmm.
You brought her back to me, and I owe you one. A
Okay.
big one. Like, I don't know if I'll go so far as life debt, but
Nah, I'm fine with that.
eh,
A life debt sounds about right.
I'd step under life debt.
Mm.
Death debt.
Not, I said under.
A 99% life debt.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever you want. If you need me to do something crazy for you, I'll do it.
Okay. Good to know. One more favor to be owed. No, I'm not worried about it. Just you can protect me from Ellen Estelle when she finds out that I stole that scroll from her temple.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna need that.
Yep.
So,
Yep. To be fair, she may not live much longer, so
yeah.
might be off the hook on that.
I mean, I will give you that. She is old.
She is damn old.
Yeah. Everybody else who you say is old is like not that old, but she's fucking old.
She's like 7,000
She's
years
in-
old.
No, she's in like her late 70s.
Yeah, she's old.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah.
Vossner's even older.
Ugh.
Oh god.
He was 36 when she was 20. Yeah, he's 10 years older than her.
Oh my
so he's in
God.
his late 80s.
Shit.
Jesus.
Old people.
He's a healthy man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, we yeah,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out as we go.
Yep. That's just kind of the
Mm-hmm.
method of the
Yeah.
staff buddies. We gotta figure out a good name. for
Mhm.
that.
About that time, you guys hear hurried footsteps walking by.
Oh.
And
Sound like puppy
you...
footsteps.
What?
I was gonna say, do they sound like puppy footsteps?
No, they sound like big old clumping
Oh.
Quinn footsteps.
Oh.
And you hear Silas going, I think she's asleep. And
Okay, I'll
you hear Quinn be
come
like,
out.
I'm not gonna wake her up. Yeah, you open the door and he stops and looks at you.
Hey, did he
Hey.
break the news to you?
Yeah, and you can actually see tear tracks on his face.
Oh, Dad.
I don't want to disturb her, but
She's fine. She could probably sleep through a hurricane at this point. So,
I don't know. Would it be?
no, go ahead.
Is it weird that I mean, she didn't know me that well.
Quinn.
It's not every day one of your kids come back to life. Go.
He goes up to the door and very quietly pushes it open and looks in, and he closes the door behind him. And Silas is like, okay, mission accomplished. Where's Bull?
Did you tell him about Bull?
Yes, we saw him on the way.
Okay.
There was sufficient crying. Don't worry. But Bull is getting used to everything.
He's running, isn't he?
Yes.
Good
He's
God.
We can't go.
Fallen a few times.
We can't go anywhere with hardwood floors. I refuse. Everywhere needs to have carpet.
All carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just slides into the wall.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Smashes his face on the couch.
I was thinking more about the tip tappies.
Tip tap is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stone floors everywhere. There's
Yeah.
gonna be tip tapping all over the place.
Disadvantage on stealth checks. On
Yeah,
stealth.
absolutely.
Well, he can always get those gel caps.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
there you
He's a
So
stealthy boy.
where are we going to next? I know Vossner could use our help, but Sylphie needs to recover.
go. Yeah, I don't really want to leave her, but...
If my opinion counts for anything, I'm thinking with Kit securing the cooperation of the Huldron Company, I think we can call this place fairly safe at this point. And there's plenty of druids around to look after it together. Hopefully 40 normal druids equals 1 elder druid. I don't want to take Sylphie to Constanos, but the longer we wait to help them, the worse it could get.
Yeah. We could go today.
I'm not.
You've done a lot today, kid.
Yeah, we've all done a lot in the past, 2 days.
I'm okay.
I've done a lot today, too. I've been helping out.
I'm also... I'll say it again. I'm not leaving until she's leaving.
Okay.
So if you guys want to go have fun out there, you can. And then Kit, if you want to get me in 4 days, yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't think I'd classify it as fun.
Yeah, it's not really fun. Not gonna lie.
I know.
Are we really gonna split the party?
No, I'm just saying that.
Well,
this is what Marin would do. Marin's not going to leave her sister.
No, you're right. I mean, we can stay here for a little while. I want to help Senna anyway, as much as I can. And everybody else here.
We need a break. We've done a lot.
We could... So... Bull has been talking non-stop.
Yeah, that's normal.
About a specific subject.
His mother?
Yes. Quinn reached out to her to let her know that he's back, and he pitched the idea of going to Calicar Harbor. There's nothing in particular happening there if you maybe want to take a bit of a beach break.
How do we get there?
I think...
Well, there's trees, but I don't know them.
I'm sure there's a druid here somewhere who can do that.
Well, maybe.
I'll ask around, but is it something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I mean, we could take Sylphie with us.
Yeah.
Yes, I would think it'd be a more relaxing place than an underground meteorite surrounded by armies.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And she's pale as hell. I mean, I know she was
That's
always
normal.
pale, but she could use a little bit of sun.
It'll be nice to get her out on the ocean again, too. I'm sure they have some stuff to talk about.
Yes.
Also, if any of you see a goose, I'm expecting a goose.
God.
Oh, he's down the hall.
Oh, God. He's
What
back.
did he do that?
And
He's
you
bringing
hear
me a
somebody go,
gift.
Jesus Christ! And you see somebody run away. Being chased by a goose.
Oh, I will walk out there. I'll be like, Ted! Ted!
And he comes waddling over to you.
Don't chase people, Ted.
He doesn't understand you.
Maz said you were bringing something. I'll cast Speak with Animals.
You sit down in the middle of the floor and just 10 minutes staring at him.
Yeah, you're like, oh. Alright, 10
And as
minutes
soon
are...
as soon as the 10 minutes clicks, he says, "Hello, friend, kid."
Hi, Ted. Did Maz send you?
Yes.
Hi. Oh, we brought back Sylphie.
Yes, other pretty lady.
Yeah, we've got both of them now.
Where?
She's in that room over there.
Starts waddling.
Oh, God.
And he goes up to the door and taps on it. And Quinn opens the door and goes, shh. And Ted looks up at him and...
Oh, that's so fucking cute.
That's hilarious.
Quinn leans down and pats him on the head just ever so lightly. Anytime anybody's tried to touch Ted other than Kit, you see him like swivel his neck out of the way. He doesn't do that to Quinn.
That's because they fucking know each other.
And Quinn pats him very lightly on the head, says, in a little bit when she's awake, okay? And Ted just looks up at him and waddles back to Kit.
Sorry, Ted.
Okay. Where is that the pretty lady?
She literally right there.
Hi, Ted. Hello.
And he comes up and snuggles between your boots and looks at Kit.
Oh, God. Maz said you were bringing something.
Oh, yes. And he sticks his head under his wing and he pulls out a bag and drops it on the floor. The front of it like spills open and you see a number of different colored, different sized spheres that appear to be made of crystal or glass. And each of them is filled with different substances.
Oh, I look at him and I'm like, what are these?
You like crystals and you like things that go boom.
I mean, that's fair.
I bring you boom crystals.
Boom crystals?
Yes.
Do I keep the whole bag?
And he nudges the bag toward you. There are 5. They're about softball size.
5, okay. Do you know what they do?
Boom.
Oh, Lord.
Different kind of boom. Different color boom.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting. Well, thank you so much. I will take the bag and put it in my bag. Thanks, Ted.
Do you want something different?
No, these are great. Thank you.
He pulls out a tin cup.
No, you can keep that, Ted. That's fine.
He drops it and he pulls out a fork.
You can, Ted, you don't have to give me anything else.
It is magic fork.
Is it?
Yes.
What does it do?
And he drops it on the floor. Says, "What is food?"
I take out, I'm just going to say I have a piece of jerky or something. I take a piece of jerky out and put it next to it.
He takes the fork and stabs the jerky. And the piece of jerky begins to change shape into a piece of an egg roll the same size. And he eats it.
Does it just turn everything into egg roll?
That is all I turn things into.
Oh, okay. You know, Ted, I feel like that's a better use for you, don't you think?
That is never enough.
Oh my God.
And he like starts like nudging at your bag like again.
Piece of jerky.
Stab, and this time it turns into not an egg roll, but a spring roll.
Oh.
And he shows it to you, like still holding the fork and like muffled through his beak. He's like, "See, it turned into other things."
Are you on a diet or something?
What is diet?
Never mind. You can turn it back into an egg roll, it's fine.
He takes the fork out and stabs it again. This time it turns into a piece of like brown bread and he eats it.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you should keep that so you can have egg rolls.
Don't you want egg roll?
I mean, I like them, but
I share.
I know you would, Ted. You're the best.
He's so contrite, just like, friend. And he takes the tin cup and shoves it back under his wing, and he takes the fork and looks straight up at Marin, because he's still between your feet. He's like, "Pretty lady want fork?"
I look up at Marin and I'm like, apparently the fork, if you stab food with it, it'll turn into whatever you want it to be.
I'm good, Ted.
Okay.
Oh, you hurt his feelings.
What? I I don't need that.
And he comes up and he nudges your bag again. Look again.
This is the last one I have, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I put another piece of jerky out.
And he stabs it and it turns into one of those little chalky hearts and he offers it to Marin.
Oh.
Take the chalk heart.
Take it.
Okay.
What does it say on it?
It says yonk.
With the J.
With the J and the umlaut over the O.
Wow, Ted, this is very sweet. This is,
Yonk.
yeah. This is very sweet. Thank you.
Okay.
She said thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
And he sticks the fork under his wing and you hear him go, ow.
Oh! Does he turn into an egg roll?
Yeah, does he?
No, it has to be intentional.
Oh, okay.
You do smell a little bit of like cooking egg roll though.
I smell cabbage.
Thank you,
Good
Ted.
spoons. Have fun.
I will. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And he walks away. With his head just back.
Bye, Ted.
What?
Oh,
And
Jesus.
he just fucks off into the caves.
Perfect.
It's gonna go swim in the still water.
Cool.
I turn to Silas and I give him the little chalky heart and I'm like, I don't like these things.
You think I do?
Happy anniversary. I shonk you.
He puts it in his chest pocket. Thank you, darling. You give me the best gifts.
I know. I'm so good at it.
I can't believe he turned perfectly good grass-fed beef jerky into a chalk heart.
Yeah.
It's all grass-fed.
I know. That's all I buy.
There's no
Grass-fed.
shortage of it.
Ugh.
What would a chalk heart be made of in the medieval ages?
Actual chalk.
Actual
Well,
chalk.
so the thing is
Mixed with sugar.
most of those chalk hearts are made of actual chalk.
Yeah.
You guys, it's chalk and sugar.
That's
Yeah.
why I
So-
don't like them.
Limestone is calcium carbonate, which is the same thing that chalk is, which is the same thing that Tums are made of. You can eat calcium carbonate.
Ugh,
Mm-hmm.
awful.
Hmm.
Corey
It's
loves
just-
those things, and I'm like,
I
It's
hate
just
them.
made of much coarser chalk in the medieval ages.
Yeah.
It's like it like gets stuck in your teeth. Little gravel bits.
So, yeah, I think we should probably find a place to stop.
I was literally about to say
Okay,
so.
all right.
I'm going for
We're 8 hours, yeah.
long time.
woo 2 episodes.
Whew. 2 for 1. Aren't you guys lucky?
It's a sale.
Yep.
Okay, so
There's
I
so many
assume
notes.
You guys chill for the day, and
Yeah.
next time I guess we're figuring out how you're gonna get to Calicar Harbor.
Cool.
We're gonna go continent hopping.
Woo! Again.
So, thus far, you guys have been to Amnoblin, Harris, Irakel, Garrett Eldathos, and you will be hitting Garrow Shell.
Woo.
You will officially become the most well-traveled campaign of my world.
Yay!
Telling you what, that travel via plants thing.
It's fucking great.
And then the week after next, the Chaos campaign will start. And depending on what you guys do in Constanos, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe we'll solve all their problems. Who knows?
Maybe. I doubt it,
We've
but
got-
maybe.
You've got till the 25th of Yond.
Yup.
That was a lot that happened.
That was a lot.
Ugh,
8
Man.
hours worth.
yeah.
Woof.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I thought we were just gonna do the battles today.
Well, I
guys
thought
will-
we were gonna be like, well, yeah. I was like, okay, we'll do the battles, and then I was like, but we gotta get Sylvie back because I'm fucking pumped for that and everything. So I thought we were gonna do that like real quick.
Yeah.
Like, no, yeah.
Too many other things to do.
I guess.
But yeah, thank y'all
Mhm.
for joining us, if you're still here. or if you're watching this or listening to it elsewhere. You can find us on Twitter at LaurenADVCo and stuff. And there's links to places like YouTube and podcasts where we post the VODs on Wednesday mornings. I am continually compiling lore into my Bee Goose Do Crime book.
Bee Goose.
Maybe as I compile more things, I can put up some fun stuff on the Twitter.
Twitter.
Astrid, tell us about yourself.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Astrid. You can find me everywhere at Astrid K. Writes or on my website, astridnight.com. Oh no. What?
Perception check.
Yeah, I'm writing a book.
Yes, you are.
About D&D. It's pretty cool. Almost blue screen there. It's okay.
You
Wow.
did blue screen.
You did.
I did, actually.
Yeah, perception check is super fun.
Yep.
And full of really awesome, genuine characters and interactions, and a cameo by Rasputin by Boney M. It's great.
That did happen.
That was that's like the everyone talks about.
Well, that's like one of the best things that's happened so far.
It's true. I did really love that scene.
That I have heard of. But you haven't shared anything from perception check in a while, so.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you for the kind words.
Hit me with more. Blake.
Yeah, I'm Blake R. Wolfe. You can find me at blakerwolfe.com or Blake R. Wolfe anywhere on handles for social medias. BlakerWolfe. I write fantasy novels. I just had the third one release recently. I can't even remember what day it happened. March 31st, thank you. And there's a fourth one on its way that I'm working my way through. And it's kind of D&D-ish as well. So it's got kind of a D&D feel to it. So if you like that sort of thing, go check it out.
I'm buckling down and reading more, and so I'm getting very close to
Finishing the first one. Yeah. It's okay, you've got 2 more to go.
Yeah. The
third one is absolutely the best.
I won't say. I was just about to be like, I just got to this part, but then I'm like, that'd probably spoil
Can
things,
you
so.
hint at it?
They are in a town, and it's getting set on fire.
Oh, you're in... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
That's a good... I like that spot. That's fun. The end of that chapter is fun.
Yeah. I don't think I've got
Oh, it'll be good. So Taiylor, tell us about yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, hi, hello, I'm Taiylor Wallace. You can find me on Twitter at TAIYLORWALLACE. Make sure you spell it wrong or you won't find me. Hello. You can also find me at sonderediting.com, where if you don't have a firstborn child or a limb to spare for the cost of editing, I can help you out. There's a red dot on my map, Benjamin.
I did not do that.
Yes, you did. It's your color.
Oh, yes, I did. It's still on the thing. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Okay. Sorry. Oh!
Oh.
How dare you?
It's really late, apparently.
Yeah. I didn't even know I did it.
You can find me in those places, and I'm not currently writing anything because I am relearning how to structure a story. Because apparently I suck at it.
That is not what any of us said.
No.
I didn't say that. You did say it. That's my own personal judgment against myself.
You're wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
No, I'm never wrong.
You're wrong.
The Dungeon Master is never wrong.
Well,
in this space, I am always right. I am God. No, I'm kidding.
Damn.
But no, I am genuinely relearning how to structure a story because I was not happy with what I came up with, nor this sort of, I guess I Mary Sued that character really badly.
Oh, I hate that term.
Well, it's the only one I could come up with. But anyway, Relearning how to do that shit. In short form, I'm pretty okay at it, but long form, I'm bad. So I'm learning shit, and hopefully I'll be able to go back and revisit some stuff and actually be able to write something. So look out for that. You can also see my cold brew adventures on Twitter. I'm a cold brew. All right. Anyway, thank you all for joining us for the longest stream yet.
Yep.
We'll be back next Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern, sharp. VODs podcasts go up on Wednesday mornings. Check out Twitter for the links to the places.
All right.
I think this was game 50.
This was game 50.
Yay!
Wow, what a good anniversary.
Yeah, the longest game ever.
With a lot of important things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yes, and then soon we will be approaching the 50th actual episode.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, eventually. We'll
All
see
right.
how long this campaign lasts.
All right, let's get out of here and go to bed.
Yeah, for real.
All right.
Yeah, I'm actually tired this time.
Same.
I'm only the last one to get tired.
All right.